Games, the one she played, knocks me right on my feet, and the blame that's on me for letting her go across the line. I've been feeling this way for some time. I just can't ease you off of my mind. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now. Aim was set on me to keep me shot to the ground, and damn, she hit me good. I felt it right to my bones. I've been feeling this way for some time. I just can't ease you off of my mind. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now. Hey now, she got me tied down, 'cause she's a pro now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting ready at the dance floor. So turn the lights on. You know just what we're here for. We're moving like a wolf pack. Feel the bass attack. Feelings growing strong. So turn the lights on. You know just what we're here for.
I wish you would cooperate.
Lose control. We don't care what they say. We're already on our way. That's how we roll. Shake us out, how we sway. We will take it all the world. Let's go and hit the dance floor. Yeah, let's go and hit the dance floor. Let's go and hit the dance floor. Yeah, let's go and hit the dance floor. Popping bottles, you know just how we do it. Yeah, we go crazy. Just look at us, how we lose it. We're moving like a wolf pack. Feel the bass attack. Feelings growing strong. Yeah, yeah, we go crazy. Just look at us, how we lose it. Let's lose control. We don't care what they say. We're already on our way. That's how we roll. Shake us out, how we sway. We will take it all the world. Let's go and hit the
How is everybody doing tonight? This is the beginning of my 30th live stream, at least from when I started counting them anyway. I'm going to start off. I'm going to tell a bunch of y'all hello. How's my sound, by the way? It's time for sound check first. Is my sound and everything doing all right? That's my main concern right now, because I'm no stranger to starting a stream and having everything go all sideways. And then I'll go through a bunch of stuff that came up this week, things I learned about the fast food industry, some newcomers, some people going filing for bankruptcy, that kind of stuff I find interesting and really don't see that in a whole lot of places when I'm doing my research for videos. I pick up a lot of this when I'm researching for videos, basically when I'm trying to decide what to do. And it's been really, really, really hard lately to pick a video because it has been a desert out there for new stuff. But let me say hello to a few people. We are streaming on Twitch and YouTube again tonight. I think that's just, I really enjoy that. It kind of gives me people to interact with. I do these live streams to interact with everybody. Kind of an adjunct to me making videos, because first and foremost, I am what if you could call it that, a videographer. But anyway, Real Ash, how are you doing? Half Demon, it's good to see you again. Nothing going on here. It's been a pretty good week. I've been feeling pretty good. I've been not being able to sleep at night, and then about dawn I fall asleep and I sleep late. So I think my sleep cycle's kind of screwed up. Real Ash, how are you? It is good to see everybody here tonight. Birdshot, good to see you back. Maxine, how are things going? Pops 360, I appreciate that. Nate, Sody Pop, U-Haul are back. Hey, how are you doing there, U-Haul? I do definitely like your nickname. Charlie, good to see you. And Tim Webb. Tim has been following my channel for I don't know how long, way back in the very beginning, and it's been a long time. Kelsey, how are you? We'll do questions and stuff in a little bit. I've just got my. Oh, you just started live streaming lately. Live streaming is kind of an interesting thing to do. It's not really a revenue generator. It's more, I just like to be able to talk to everybody that watches my videos and take questions and tell them what's going on with the channel and what I'm going to be doing new and everything like that. I'll do about 3 or 4 questions because I see some people are asking me some questions here, and then I got a whole bunch of stuff to go through from the week, and then I'll do questions till you get sick of listening to me and I just run out of voice. Anyway, where would we got here? The first one. Have you been talking to Joe Bartolozzi? Actually, I have been talking to Joe Bart. Yesterday, as a matter of fact. We're trying to work out a time and what we're going to do if we do a collaborated live stream. I'm not going to go up to Philadelphia and, do an IRL just yet. But we're trying to pick some food that we both can get that's fairly close to our locations that we can kind of review. I'm thinking something like a pizza, something that'll hold up well, for an hour or so without, completely falling apart. And, yeah, he does. Well, he lives close to there. He said he had, because I said, hey, how about Marco's Pizza? They got a new pizza. He says, well, he's an hour away. There's a Marco's up in Philly. But I'm like, I'm not going to make him drive a whole hour, 60 miles to get a pizza. It will be like yesterday's news by the time you get it back. It won't be any good. But you're going to start stalking him. Yeah, I don't think Joe Bart. Anyway, he's a good guy. And he's also, you got TwitchCon. It's coming up real soon, and I think he's going to go to that, so that's going to obscure that. My coming week here that I've got going is going to be pretty busy. I've got 2 doctor's appointments on Tuesday, and I am free from the doctor treadmill from when I got sick clear back in March that lasted for months, and I went through all this workup, and I found out absolutely nothing. I know I'm healthy, and so I don't know what the heck that is, but he is definitely going to TwitchCon. Let me see if there's any other questions, and I'll go on. Chili's has been popular recently. Chili's has been around for a long time. I've thought about doing Chili's, but you know, you're basically going to order it takeout, and you're running the risk of it sitting in the pass and cooling off and screwing up your temperature test when you do those kind of things. But I will do walk-in restaurants and get things takeout for my stuff. But I will tell you, you know, if I don't answer your question right now, you can always ask him again in a little bit, and we'll get through that. What's the drink beside me? Diet Coke. What else? I've been drinking Diet Coke. Actually, I actually had a salad and stuff earlier, so I'm not all that extremely hungry. I'm always hungry. Don't get me wrong there. Joe is always hungry, hence the name. Anyway, I've got something I was thinking about doing since I didn't go out and get something to review. But guess what I've got here? I have got a T-Pain burger that has been in my refrigerator since Thursday. And we might be doing a live morning after reheat score in a little while, if y'all want me to. And you'll just put in the comments. What should you put in the comments to tell me to do it? Put in the comments rallies, and if I see more than 5 or 6 people, I will nuke it, and we will give it a score, and hopefully it won't kill me and make me sick. Anyway, in the news this week, or pretty much going on at the channel, I've had a few people leave me super thanks, and those I'm just basically ignorant of some of the stuff. I thought super thanks was pretty much in super chat when people give you a tip in super chat, you know, and that's cool. You don't have to. I don't really need it, but it does go toward operation of the channel. Yeah, I'll get back to the questions. Half Demon, 3 slips. Yeah, they had full 3 slices of bacon in this. But I'll get into this later. I actually want to talk about this some, because I have behind the scenes information that doesn't actually make it through the edit. Anyway, so I've been getting a few super thanks. And the problem I have, you know, I would like to give them recognition in a video, or maybe I just need to put it in the live chat. I don't know. And thank the people who have been doing it. And that's what I'm going to do in just a few minutes. And just to cover that, because you know, when I do the birthday shout-outs, I make everybody give me a real first name and a last name initial, and I can say those, and I like to, in that way I can get it through, give them their proper recognition, get through it quickly, not to make the video too long, or no longer than it has to be. My video's been like touching 10 minutes the last few times, and to me that's long, but I haven't really seen anything that I could cut out or compress or make any better. But I want to give them recognitions. The problem is their names. You know, you've got, how am I supposed to, I'm going to give a few of them here. Let me go find them. Like, and I appreciate it. Their nickname is LVDCMC MLV. Now, how am I supposed to say that real quick and say thank you for your $2 super chat super thanks last week? And I do appreciate it. Also, SD West gave me like a $14.99 super thanks in my comment section. Paradox, now I know who Paradox is. Paradox, good guy. Paradox been around a long time. He's given me donations in the super chat, and I'd like to give recognition for that. But you know, that's kind of the issue with that is how do I put it in my video and get it really fast and get it over with really quick, but give people their proper recognition for taking their hard-earned money and spending it on that. You know, I hate to see people do that, but you know, it is what it is. You know, and I appreciate it. Anyway, so that's something I'm trying to figure out how to do, whether to put that in there, you know, because the birthday shout outs over the last couple of videos have actually decreased a good bit. I only had 6 in the last one. And before, you know, 6 weeks ago, I was flooded. I was like 3 videos behind. I think, yeah. And I think I'm probably butchering that one too. I'm probably just going to keep those in the streams. I mean, the streams don't get as many views as a video. A video can get anywhere from about 8 to 12,000 views, whereas a stream I might get 1,000 or so. But anyway, there's that. BurgerFi. You all remember BurgerFi? How many of y'all out there remember me doing a review on BurgerFi, or I've heard BurgerFi, or I've eaten at BurgerFi? Yeah, I'm see some of these silly questions we got here. Do I have Riz? I think my Riz has got up and walked away. I don't know. Anyway, BurgerFi has I think they are filing for bankruptcy, or they're trying to go up for sale to take care of that. So that's kind of, I hate to see that. What are the, because it's the company that's going bankrupt. It's not the franchisees, or the franchisees. What are they going to do if BurgerFi goes belly up? What are they got to source their ingredients and everything. That's going to be kind of rough on them. So I don't know if BurgerFi is going to be around that much longer. And doing searches for going through searches for what to do this week. I mean, I was struggling with it. You come up, you got Arby's has the tailgate burger. I mean, that's their burger. But I'm telling you what, getting burgers at Arby's with me personally, that's a big no-go. And there's a reason for that. They don't have a grill. How are they going to cook their burgers? They have them sous vide cooked. That means they partial cook them or heat it, put them cook them in water in a plastic bag. Then they take them out of the plastic bag and drop them in the deep fryer. The problem with that is, and I've noticed it because I've gotten a couple of them, they're not really getting cooked all the way to the center. And I find that troubling. So you're not going to see me eating any of those, even for a video, because I'm not going to, I'll eat some stuff that's pretty sketch, like Rally's here. The Checkers, excuse me. But anyway, Schlotzsky's mac and cheese. I don't want to dedicate a whole video to mac and cheese. Maybe if I get Domino's, because Domino's is coming out with a mac and cheese Monday, I may be doing that because there's nothing else to do. I don't know. I could do a comparison between Domino's and Schlotzsky's and whoever else's mac and cheese, but that's a lot of driving and a lot of work for a single video that I don't know how well it would get looked at. Anyway, that's an issue. So, but that's really the only thing coming up. And then Panera had new potato soup and new chili soup. And I was going to do that. I had actually got my screen grabs and I had my basic prep work done for that video. And then I saw the T-Pain thing at Checkers. And I have this thing about taking a burger, changing the ingredients around a little tiny bit, naming it after a celebrity. I tend to shy away from doing those, but is go and spend $50 at Panera for some reheated soup, or get a burger with a different cheese on it and actually enough bacon. And plus, I wanted to go back to this Checkers because I know they got a new manager. I actually, the owner of that Checkers, of that franchise, caught me in the parking lot 6 months ago when I was doing a video, and said that he was redoing things, because they were plundering and destroying their temperature test there. Anyway, they passed their temperature test. I still don't think they're cooking to order, because it should have been a little bit hotter than that. And then they got 3 slices of bacon on there. I mean, I took them apart, and you saw the photographs if you watched the video, which made me start thinking, this is very similar to a Baconator. The only difference between this and a Baconator is they put the onions on, or they put the onion tanglers on there, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and they change out one of the American cheeses for Swiss. That's what this is. But that started making me think about the Baconator. I think I was too easy on the Baconator. I did the Baconator a year ago. Baconzilla, I'm saying Baconator. That's a Wendy's product. Anyway, I did that a year ago. And I went back and watched the video a little bit, and I gave them a good score. It was a 6.8. It's very close to what I gave these guys. And I almost thought I was being generous with them. I was after I make a video, it's always should I give them a higher or a lower score? I don't know. I go through that phase, but once you're done, stay home, put it the way you got it, because a lot of that score has to do with the sneakadoodle bite, because the sneakadoodle bite's that thing just coming out after it's sitting about an hour or so, because I know how this is going to come out. I'm pretty sure how well this is going to be able to reheat this, but I'm not going to give that up right now. Anyway, I looked at that video, and the Baconzilla is supposed to have 4 slices of bacon, and this had 3, and this looked like more bacon than the Baconzilla. But then that was again under the old manager, and they were, if I can't change my scores on that, but to think that they screwed me on the bacon right then, baby, I would have like sunk them for that. You know how I feel about my damn bacon. Don't screw me on the bacon. Don't promise me bacon and not give it to me. It just really irritates the crap out of me. Anyway, Panera. Yeah, I don't know. I may end up having to do Panera potato soup. I mean, their reheated soup is actually not bad. I actually like it. But it is pricey, and I don't know. Anyway, whatever else was out there. Marco's Pizza. They have the triple pepperoni. I was going to do that, but I just got done doing 2 Marco's Pizza back to back, and I wasn't going to, no, I'm not doing 3 back to back. Anyway. Yeah. But anyway, the only other thing was out there was Einstein's had that maple egg sandwich, and I had it in my brain. I was mixing up Einstein's and Schlotzsky's in my brain, and I've got a Schlotzsky's that's not too far from here, that's up north of me in Dalton, that's not a terrible drive to get to. No. There's no Einstein's there. It's all the way in Sandy Springs, and I'm not sure how popular Einstein's is with the general public. So am I going to drive all the way to Sandy Springs through some of the worst traffic on the eastern coast of the United States to get to this thing? And so it got sidelined. And then another thing, I'm going to move on and get questions, anything, but I had a whole bunch of stuff that I've been thinking about. It's just been, I have like food trivia floating around in my brain right now. Taco Bell. Did you see Taco Bell? They're reviving the damn Cheez-Its again. I'm like, really? That was so popular, they're going to do it twice? Really? You saw the quesadilla, was it the quesadilla? Oh, the Crunch Wrap. Yeah, the Crunch Wrap. That thing, that thing melted when they put it in there immediately. It was mush. Did really nothing for the flavor. I'm thinking maybe the... I don't know. I was thinking about going back, but you know what it makes me think? It makes me think that they didn't sell them and they got them sitting in a warehouse, so they're going to try and push them off on the general public. And if any of y'all ever go past the food bank, maybe you'll start seeing those big cheeses from Taco Bell at the food bank, because I think that's what I think's going on with Taco Bell. Anyway, wow. Yeah. And another sad thing, Mod Pizza. One of my favorite pizza places. I talk about them all the time. They have a deck oven pizza. They cook at 800 degrees. And I've never been disappointed with them. They were going to go bankrupt. And that's 80, they do franchise, but 80% of the Mod pizzas are company owned, and they were going to go bankrupt, but apparently they got a consulting firm, and that's now been sold to a food management or an asset management group that's running them now. So now they're going to start expanding the franchises. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. But what else? There's only one more thing I'm going to start doing questions. Other than Checkers, the one that I did with T-Pain. I mean, that's one of the more shallow things that I've seen. There is a new fast food place coming. There are 2 coming to the Atlanta area, and they're expanding everywhere. They're called Small Sliders. You see? And what's interesting about them, they've got a very, very simple menu. It's pretty much sliders. You like White Castle or whatever. And then they have, looks like breaded waffle fries. And if you slide down and look at the menu, that's about all they got. You can get bacon. You can get a double slider. You can get the French fries with some queso sauce on them and a couple sauces here. That's it. That is what I like to see. A place that has a very simple menu. You get a very simple menu. It doesn't take a lot of training for your employees. You keep your quality up. You do it well, and you do just what you do well. Don't try to add all this crap in, like trying to make hamburgers in a deep fryer. You know, what the heck? You know, these people, these asset management groups that manage these places they all have the same playbook. They all do the same stupid things. They all like have a promotion and name it after a celebrity. You know, I can't stand those. But Small Sliders looks promising. That's coming to Northwest Georgia, not far from where I am right now. And I guarantee you, if it's in Sandy Springs, I'll drive to Sandy Springs for this just because it looks good. But that's coming. I don't know when. How they do this is they don't have an inside dining area. It's a drive-through and a little place outside, and they have shipping. It's made from shipping containers. It has like 3 shipping containers painted orange stacked on top of each other, and that's it. But that looks very, very, very promising. And I don't know if anybody knows that, whether you saw that, but I ran across this a couple of weeks ago and kind of forgot about it because I can't get them. But I think this is really going to be cool. I really do. I'm very excited about it. But anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else. We'll do some questions and then I'll nuke this thing here if y'all want me to. And if it kills me, it's on you. Anyway, let's see what we've got for questions. Yeah, I like Mod Pizza. Taco Bell is owned by Frito-Lay. The parent company says cheese it. Damn it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I know that actually. I thought it was the other way around. I thought Taco Bell owned them, but it's Frito-Lay does. Let me see. I answered the question about Joe Bard. You know, I gave them a higher score than, and we're talking about checkers and rallies. I was thinking they were going to do good if they got a low 5. I'll be honest with you. I thought that's what was going to happen. And But they, you know, they passed the temperature test. They did the weight test. I didn't have any serving weights in their nutritional information to compare it to. But I'm not really sure if they have to. But it sure is convenient when they do that. That way I can grill them when they mess up. But yeah, I mean they didn't screw me on the bacon. And I was, like I said, I looked back at my video at my reveal, and I didn't. At that point in time, I was not like picking all the bacon off and measuring it and everything like I do now, because, you know, I my videos evolve over time, and I like to take the meat and measure it and stuff like that. I like to know how much I'm getting. Anyway, but they did. Let me see what else we got. Anyway, well, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and go backwards and get some of these questions. Yeah, that's that with Arby's. When am I going to do a collab with Joe Bart? Anywhere within the next week, 1, 2, 3 to 4 weeks would be my guess. And if I can throw something together this week and he's good, and I will. We'll do a video live stream, and we'll see. Hopefully one of us knows how to physically make that work. I don't know if he uses OBS Studios or not. I haven't really asked him that, but he is definitely willing. A good guy. It'll be the first time I've done a live with since I've live with Will Neff, and I need to do Will Neff. And hey, you Will Neff people out there, I got him though, didn't I? I got him with that video. He thought I was going to have him in the beginning birthday shout outs. I got him. I put it in the end. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. Anyway, let me see. Great day. Hey, SFS Cams, how are you? Tim. Yeah, I just, mac and cheese. I'm going to devote a whole video to mac and cheese. You realize how much time and effort takes to make these? And I may do it. I may capitulate. Here, let me get me full screen here. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to have to move forward because I'll never get caught up here. And then if you want to re-ask some questions, you can. I got bugs walking around on my counter. I don't like that. Anyway. Crash Monkey, Crashin' Monk. What made you start this great journey? I love to play with cameras. I think cameras are cool. And so I bought all this equipment, and it took me 5 years to learn how to use them. Company Man, U-Haul, Company Man. Yeah, I watched Company Man, and I did not watch the one between them Blaze. I'm going to watch that, U-Haul. You are correct. Company Man, it's a YouTube channel that does businesses, and he did a comparison between Blaze and I think Mod, because they're I actually watched the whole video. I remember that too. They're very similar. I've never been to Blaze Pizza, so I didn't really see that coming. Sounds like a cheap competitor. Crystals, I mean, if they're halfway good, they're going to blow Crystals completely out of the water. I think they're going to be on par with White Castle. Hey, hi, Snow. How are you? I'm glad things are doing good in Florida. Hey, my brother is here. Hey, John, how are you doing? Hopefully I'm not running my mouth too much. I just had a whole bunch of agenda to cover and get through. Chevy 5-Speed, it's good to see you back. Kelsey. Hey, you're from Jasper Culvers. I've been thinking about going there, with nothing, with a lack of new stuff to review. I was thinking about it this week. I really was, because y'all got the bacon going on down there, and I'm all about the bacon. I can eat bacon now. Car Artist, you were right. Now, Blaze, I've not, like I said, I really need to pull Blaze, but I think Blaze, I'm not even sure I have a Blaze in Atlanta. And if they are, they're like forever away from me. But White Castles, yeah, I'm a White Castle guy. I just can't. The onions destroy my intestines, so I'll be sick if I eat them. But yeah, shout out to you, Kelsey. How is everything? Hey, my sister's even here. You haven't been here in a long time. How's everything going there? I've tried to call you. You wouldn't answer the phone. That's my sister. She's like, I didn't hear the phone ring. Yeah, whatever. I know you don't want to answer me. Yeah, whatever. That's how your sisters treat you, They do that to you. Anyway, I appreciate it. Yukina, I'm saying that wrong. I'm telling you what. Hey, Tim. Yeah, that's all right. It's I have rat poison under the place too, because mice will occasionally come in here and they love that yellow rat poison, man. They'll eat that like yesterday's news. Maxine, yeah, Liz is here. This is the first time she's been in one of my live streams for quite a while. And my brother, both of y'all, I'm due to come up there soon. I got two doctor's appointments back to back on Tuesday. They're all just 2 follow-up appointments. There's nothing wrong with me. I think they're just, I don't know why they even need to see me. There's nothing to talk about. I've already seen my labs. They're fine. I have no new complaints. I have any questions, but I'll go in there. I'll sit there so they can, bill Medicare for seeing me. And I am on, and I don't know if y'all care about Medicare and stuff. I've been on commercial insurance all my life because I worked in the hospital. But I'm on traditional Medicare now with a high deductible. I'm on traditional Medicare. I'm going to kill that effing bug. I don't even know what kind of, it probably flew in last night. Anyway, I'll shut up about the bug. But it's working out pretty good because I've got a whole battery of stuff done to me. I like to not survive some of it. LeBron must not be marketing the fruits. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so Yeah, the rats are. I don't have rats out here. I just have rat poisoning. I've found stuff that they love them, and then it kills them like nobody's business. Anyway, Mr. Dave, how are you doing? Have I ever tried digestive enzymes? Yes, I actually have a bottle of that stuff. It just makes me feel weird when I take it. But you can take that. Beano. You can take Beano for onions. That'll work. I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to keep them in my car, but then I forget to have them. And the only time I eat White Castles is when I'm on my way to Ohio, which I was going to tell my brother I'm due to come up there within the next week or two. I'm planning on it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm real happy with it. I was real worried that the Medicare, I would be costing me a lot and all that, and hadn't. It's actually worked out quite well. I mean, it's cost me some, but that's good. Is there any franchise outside of the U.S. I want to try? Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now. Not that I can think. Could you review homemade peanut butter and jelly, and we can watch the video? It's not the food. Half demon. I'm like, I'm not sure how to take that, dude. I'm not sure how to do that. I've not done Jollibee yet. That's what I want to know if I've done Jollibee yet. No, I have not done Jollibee yet. They are coming to my area, but I don't know when. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, car artist. Culver is comparable to Brahms. I've not had Brahms, so I don't know. I wish I could do better than that. Hey now. Hey now. Oh, like Will Neff, they say, hey now. Yeah, I only got 20 people in Twitch. I'm really surprised. Not a big turnout today. I'm trying to do live streams regular. Maybe it's because I'm early at 7 o'clock. What do you think? I don't know. I'm trying to, I actually did TikTok live stream on Wednesday this last week and the week before, and I got a lot of people there. I mean, I was surprised. That went on for like 3 hours. I went on talking. I had no voice when I was done. Tyler, how are you? I think you were here last week. Yeah, the cats are doing okay. Belle is okay. She's been acting a little weird lately. I don't know what to do with her. I have not filmed her recently. Priscilla wasn't such a butt. I would get more video of her, but she is like, I can't even hardly get her to chase the string anymore. She used to go wild over that. I think, but she is like a ball of muscle. She is a wicked strong and very healthy cat. You read it wrong. I probably did. It's okay. I'm half demon. I'm no stranger to reading things wrong. Anyway, Mr. Dave. What's Mr. Dave? Jules Woosley. It turns out, yeah. How are you? Nick. Hey, Nick, you say that a lot. I'm not a god. I'm just Joe, and I'm hungry. That's all there is to it. And I like to edit a lot. Oh, yeah. U-Haul crystals equals southern version of White Castle. It is sort of, but White Castle I think is far better than Crystals. And Crystals is a failing restaurant. They've already gone through a bankruptcy like 3.5 years ago now, and they are just not pulling it out. They're not really pulling it out of the ditch on that. I'm afraid that we may see the last of Crystals one day. But I'm really kind of stressed out over Mod Pizza. I'm really shocked to hear that, because I've never been there where they weren't busy, so I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, I appreciate it, Tim. I'm happy too not to be sick anymore. How old are your cats? Priscilla, I'm not sure. I've had her a year, and I think she was at least a year old when I got her. I thought she was younger because she was malnourished. So she's like at least 2.5 years old, be my guess. Belle, I know how old she is pretty much. I think we're up around 14 years. So Belle has been around a very long time. She's an old lady now. She can't, she can still do the cat tricks and jump between cars without too much difficulty. Malstar. I think Taco Bell should make something like Taco Mac Supreme. I do too. If they do it, I'll be reviewing it. I mean, I'm just watching the rags, looking for something to review, and maybe I'll just do pizza. Maybe I'll go down and do mod pizza before they go into oblivion. Although I don't think they will, if they don't compromise their standards. I really don't. I really hope that doesn't happen. Total Joker. How many cats do you have? I have the ones that are active that we're actually feeding is 3. There's a tomcat that's had an ear infection that it won't even come near me. It just runs whenever it sees me. And then there's Priscilla and Belle. And then there's about 4 other cats that wander in and out of the neighbors' cats that eat our food. I don't do anything about. So that's what it is. TwitchCon. I thought TwitchCon wasn't until next week, but apparently TwitchCon is going on now. That's why nobody's here. They're all watching the live stream, and that's okay. I got my people. They'll be back. I had a lot. Typically, I get more people on Twitch than I do YouTube. Even YouTube is slow tonight. I'm really kind of surprised. But it is what it is. Anyway, Will is doing a show called Name Your Price live from TwitchCon. It'll probably draw. Oh yeah, that's why. I didn't realize he was even streaming. I didn't even look first. Yeah, that's why I went at 7 o'clock, so I wouldn't overlap with them. Oh, Lamino 144, thank you for the Tier 1 subscription. I appreciate that. Yay. That's nice. I appreciate it. Mike, let me see. What do we got here? Caleb, how are you doing? Haven't seen you since last week. I got to review the cheesesteak at Philly. In Philly. So I got to go to Philadelphia. Hey, Paradox. How you doing? Hey, thanks for the super thanks. I didn't notice that until a couple of days ago. And and if you just came in, I said thank you in the beginning of the stream. You don't have to give me anything now. That's all right, Pix Paradox. But thank you for your super chat of $1.99. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, where in the world that bug come from? He's dead. Now, there you go. He is now a flat bug. I don't know what he was. I think something that flies at night. Oofing Universe. Yes, I am actually hungry right now, even though I had a salad a little while ago before I came out here, so I wouldn't be starving while I was talking. Yeah, Ions09. Just sitting here doing my live stream and seeing what's going on. I guess it's time to see I guess we need to do a science experiment today. I didn't see a lot of people say put checkers. I want them. If you want me to do a science experiment, see if this thing is microwaves out and you can eat it since Thursday, because this is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's only 2 days. It can't be that bad, right? If you want me to do my checker burger, this is from my video. You actually saw this in the video. You actually saw this burger. That's why I probably shouldn't be eating it, because it's been handled a lot. Anyway, do it. French toast, do it. Yeah, there you go. Maxine. Yeah, it's fine. I agree with you, Maxine. Hey, but so we're going to microwave it. And the next question is, how long should I microwave it? It's a little hard. Wrapping it in paper doesn't keep it from dehydrating so much. I should have put it in a plastic bag. Oh yeah, I've had worse too. I typically would let pizza sit in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks before I'd even think about throwing it away. You don't want to do that. I'm dropping frames. Why would I be dropping frames? I shouldn't be dropping frames. Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm on Wi-Fi. If you see an interruption here, now it's reconnected again. OBS Studio. Now we're back. That was Comcast. I don't know what the world happened. Let me take a look under here at my cable modem. Yeah. That was Comcast. Comcast actually had a belch on me there. Wow. Okay. Are we all right? Am I good, loud, and clear again? I see, according to I didn't realize I was having technical difficulties. I actually didn't. Wow, I am shocked. This is business Comcast. They're supposed to be a step above. Right. Used to you have to call to Malaysia or someplace for a technical support. Now it used to be domestic for business. Yeah, that's the only choice I got is Comcast. But yeah, we're good. Something had a hiccup. Sorry about that. We're back to talking about microwaving this. Okay, how long should I microwave? I have 1100 watt microwave. It is a very hot microwave. Do you think it'll tolerate a whole minute? What do you think? 5 minutes? If I put this in there for 5 minutes, you're going to see a burnt French fry. That's all it's going to be left. It's going to catch on fire, literally. Yeah, heat it up. Do I have an air fryer? Yeah, not out here though, unfortunately. I thought about bringing an air fryer out here because I had thoughts of bringing back, because I used to have a series that was called The Morning After, and I would take the food left over and reheat it in a microwave the next day and rate it again, and I was thinking about doing that. 1 minute. Paradox, thank you again. Could you please dance to Not Like Us for 30 seconds? Dance to Not Like Us for 30 seconds. What do you want me to dance? I don't think I can dance, though. But I'm skinnier, that's for sure. Anyway, let me get a few. We're going to microwave this for 1 minute. And I think 1 minute's probably going to be generous. So we'll see. Yeah, that's a good time when you can't see me. That's the first time I've ever had a hiccup in my stream ever with these people. They've always been on it. I don't know. This is a hot microwave. I tried to cook a sweet potato on my last stream, and that sucker there it was petrified. It was mummified. I'll check it, and then if it needs some more, I'll give it some more. I'm worried about it now. Whew. Nah, 1 minute is going to be too long. It is. I got to let it cool off. Whew. It didn't even go a whole minute. Ouch. We got to let it cool down, dudes. One thing I can say about them, they put the prescribed amount of bacon in this thing, and that is so important. I can smell the bacon. The bread's not quite petrified anymore, so I think we may have something here. Will it pass the temperature test? Well, seems kind of silly to check it since I'm the one that heated up, but I don't know. That's interesting. Let's see. It feels a lot hotter than that. I think it might not be heated all the way through. I'm only getting. I might go back and put it back in again. (136.4 degrees Fahrenheit). T-Pain burger. T-Pain burger number 4 is 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's touch this thing for about 10 more seconds. Okay? Just to make it in its core. Let me see, how do we fold these things? We need to go here, 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 and there. And that way you have the sign checkers right on top. Yuri, oh, now Paradox. Shout out to Yuri, but I'm not going to save the rest of it. This is like 18 more seconds and then we're good. Yeah, I mean, it made it all the way to 136 degrees, so we're going to see. Ow. Ow. I appreciate that, Pronging. How are you? Oh, this is is it gonna fail? I don't know. I don't think so. We need it 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Oh yeah. We're good. We're up in the safe zone now. 160. Can you see that? 160.9 degrees Fahrenheit. T-Pain Burger. Sorry, I'm laughing. T-Pain Burger number 4 is 160.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, silly bones. Hey, Jules, how are you doing? Let's let this cool off a little bit because I'm actually going to burn my hands on this thing. We have napkins. Let's get this thing in a napkin. Ow! This is the morning after reheat. Actually, I think it's going to pass. I thought it was pretty much we were dead in the water. Because you can take the bacon off. I don't want to pull the bacon off. The bacon's not crispy anymore. See? Oh, it is piping hot. 160 degrees in the core. Oh, yeah. We must clean the palate with the Diet Coke. And let me clear it, see if I got any more questions. Okay. Wrong item on the Yuri Jurgenov? Yeah. What do you think? Haha. Anyway, it's funny, but anyway. Better map. You can go up to 200. Let's try it. No, I don't think so. I don't think it needs to go to 200 because I'm having to let it cool down or I'm going to burn my mouth. Actually. Hey, limp bacon. Hey, it is what it is. I could I could take it all apart and fry the bacon in a pan. I could do that, but that's going to an awful lot of trouble. Bacon's flappy, but it's still got the taste. 180 to 200, I think that's a little too hot. I think I would murder the bread. Anyway, are we ready? Oh yeah, who doesn't like their food super hot? Monkey Paws, how are you doing? I'm doing... Oh, my burger? Checkers Rallies. This is a leftover from the very video that I shot 2 days ago. So this is a famous burger. You've actually seen this burger in my video. This exact burger. It was one of the props. But anyway, are we ready to give it a test? I think so. Now that we've got it hot, we've got the temperature right, it's time for the Joe is Hungry. What? Got to get it right. We've got the temperature right. The bacon is hot. Now it's time for the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage. Burger's a little dry around the edges, but that's to be expected. You can still taste the bacon. I can taste the cheese. As far as the onion tanglers, it's almost like they're gone. They didn't survive. Actually not bad. Do we need to go with the pass, fail, or a number scale on this? Because it really can't... I mean, I can be the same scale. Yeah, I did the thing. It's bite test. Bite test, engage. Now, one thing I can say, when they put these crispy... Gotta use both quotation. Crispy onion tanglers, they're never crispy. Once they go on that burger, they lose their crispiness in less than 2 minutes because it'll fall that steam and stuff. It just ruins them, but it gives it a background taste. This actually did not heat up that bad. I'm actually very surprised. A little tough. The bread is a little tough. The bacon has lost its crispiness. I don't really taste the Swiss cheese anymore. It's kind of lost its flavor too. And as the sauce, the barbecue sauce, as I said in the video, they should have put a little bit more on there in the barbecue sauce. And they kind of neglected that. I can't taste the barbecue sauce at all. It's soaked into the bread and gone into barbecue sauce oblivion. So, no. I'm going to take another bite. And we'll see what we think of that. And then we'll give it a score. Okay, the first question that goes to my mind when I make a score, is it above 5? Or is it down that slippery slope to food hell? No, it's above 5. Does it make the same score that it did when it first came out of the drive-thru window? No, no way. Not a chance. But because it's all meat, there's no vegetables in there to go bad. It's very meaty. You see that? It's very meaty. Oh, you can't see anything. Here's one thing I hate to do, and that is to put half-eaten burgers up against the screen, but we're just going to have to do it today because I don't have any other choice. But it's meaty, and the onions and stuff like that have just kind of dissolved. So, thought I killed you. Anyway. Well, that's great. Anyway. I'm going to go 5.5. That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully I will see you the next time you want to sit in my live stream and watch me eat stale burgers. It actually wasn't that bad. I'm really surprised it passes. I think that if I start doing a reheat series, that it should be pass fail. It really shouldn't be a numeric score because it really doesn't compare. But I've had fresh burgers worse than this. I mean, I'm not going to wrap it up in that paper. I just crushed a bug with it. Oh, well, I got bugs out here. How much spray? I think they're just night bugs that came in the door when I came in last night. Anyway. For those of you who have not been watching my channel since the very beginning, I used to have a series that I did a few times called The Morning After, where I would reheat what I had reviewed the day before to see whether you could keep it in your refrigerator overnight and microwave it and heat it up. Bug test, a bug bite test engaged. You got that right. Maxine, so there you go. It wasn't bad. I would eat the rest of it, except I'm on a diet. I'm losing weight. I'm kind of stuck at that 215-pound wall. I started at 236. But, you know, I've got a little bit below it, a little bit above it, a little bit below it. And it's just like, and I'm not eating that much, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm losing weight. I feel a lot better for it. I love it. Makes you appreciate food a lot better. Anyway, there you go. Oh, I want to throw it over there. Let's throw it over there. There you go. So that is the live stream tonight. Yeah. Okay, I got a question. Let me get a question. Have you had any stand out in the past reheat test? Usually chicken doesn't do that well. This burger actually didn't do bad for a reheat, considering it's 2 days old. It isn't overnight. It's 2 days old. Probably shouldn't have ate it. If I get sick, I'll let y'all know. And Big Tabasco. Do you notice that promotional items slow down in certain seasons, like summer usually have new seasonal products, and say winter? Yeah, that happens some. Right now, I think it's more linked to the economy is not doing well, and a lot of these places are not doing well. You know, like Arby's, they're just doing just barely enough to get by. They're not really like setting the world on fire. Anything like that, but this has been a dry spot. I've never seen it last quite this long. I usually don't review drinks because it's not my field of expertise. Greasy hamburgers is where I live. U-Haul, good sleep, low stress, helps lose pounds. Yeah, me too. I think so. Exercise. I get my cardio in twice a week. I'm clearing a fence row and I'm cutting trees down, chopping them up, stacking them out, stacking the firewood out. I actually give it to my neighbor. I put it over the fence, and the rest of it I stack out into a big pile out there that's approaching like 14 feet tall and about 20 feet long. And I'm having trouble putting any more on it, and I can't burn it yet because the burn ban doesn't end till the end of the month. And then I still have to wait until it rains because I don't want to set the world on fire. And so there's that. Anyway, what else do we got going on here? What state are you from? I'm Georgia. I'm in Fairmount, Georgia. I'm originally from Ohio, but I'm in Fairmount, Georgia. Thank you very much, Loki. I appreciate you saying that. Brown Under? Good name. That's a good one. Appreciate it. U-Haul. Yeah, I like the bags. Tim? Remember how much sugar in the pop tastes when hospitals don't let you eat or drink for weeks? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've never been stuck in the hospital. I hope I never do. I don't want to see the inside of a hospital again. I worked there too many years. Maxine, maybe it would reheat better in an air fryer. No, I actually think microwave did this better, Maxine. The air fryer would have dried it out and petrified the outside of it for sure, unless you'd have put some water or something in there. But the grease and stuff inside came out. Yeah, it's not like French fries. The air fryer tends to resurrect fries a little bit better. But hey, Better Map, how are you? Toronto. Yeah, none of them, the Arby's and all of them, that's because the bulk of these chains are all run by one central company, and you can tell they all have the same playbook, the same kind of specials, and the same thing. So it's kind of bad. Yeah, drinking water helps a lot. You try to cut your carbs down, cut your fat down. You can eat protein, and you need to stay I'd stay well hydrated anyway. I got other reasons for that. Better Map, you're in Europe? Hey, Better Map, how are you? No, you got too many. You having some major players trying to fail. I don't know. They're trying. It's election time, so they're trying to like make us think it's getting better or doing what they can. Like they dropped the fuel prices down. I'm enjoying the pre-election fuel prices right now. Do I like vegan burgers? I don't know. It's what to say about the vegan burgers. I don't know a place that really. Not a fast food place that has vegan burgers, just like Burger King, their veggie Whopper thing they got there. That's not vegan. There's oil in it. It's cooked on the same grill. That's not vegan. My sister can tell you about eating vegan because that's what she does, but even more extreme than that. She's gone off the deep end with her food. Oh my gosh. Well, can't say that. She's going to be mad now. Not going to be answering her phone for a couple of days. Anyway. Where are we at? I'm at the hour point. Let me see. I'm going to take questions for a while until everybody runs away and gets tired of listening to me. I've been asked that question before. Have you ever thought about doing local places? Yeah, I have actually done local places. The problem with local places is you want to get a lot of views, and I'm not sure how well some of them would do. And I don't. If the local place doesn't do good, I really feel bad about jacking them up. Checkers. Yeah. If I jack them up, I jack them up. They just got to get over it. Even though I know the people that work there, and they're actually pretty nice people. This one where I went, they're actually very nice. Yep. Tabasco. How are you? Hey, Lamio. How are you doing? So it's kind of a hard question to answer about the vegan burgers. I'm not really sure that I've seen too many vegan burgers because that entails no connection with meat. And most all of them that do, you know, meatless burgers, there's usually some element of that in there. And that's the thing that kind of confuses me. If you stopped eating meat because you don't want to eat meat, why would you keep making products that look like meat to make you think you're getting meat? So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know, it seemed like you'd want to get away from things like that, but I don't know. Do you put ketchup on hot dogs, Half Demon? Oh, absolutely. And sometimes mustard, but almost always ketchup. I'm a ketchup dude. Malistar, there are some vegan places where I live, but they don't stick around. Yeah, people like bad food, man. As far as the vegan places, they got a hard road to hoe. People like food that is bad for you. That is, it is the way it is. Nate, you got your ballot today? What's your favorite country in Europe? Well, I've never been there. That's a good question. Portugal, Spain, maybe. But I don't really have a favorite one. Never really thought about it in those terms. Is there no McPlant in the States? No. None that I'm aware of, unless y'all out there know of it, and I don't. No. French toast. Have you ever had Portello's? No, I get asked every live stream that question. I don't have a Portello's close enough to me, or I would. Brown underwear. Man, I do love that nickname. That is so says something. Anyway, it just puts a picture in my mind. Paradox. Guess who's back? Yeah. Oh, you talking about One Slice? His scales. I have not watched One Slice for at least a year and a half, 2 years. I didn't know that he had started giving higher numbers or not. I thought he was usually pretty rough on people. But then I stopped watching him after I did a review of his pizza. He claimed got like a 10 or 9.9. And man, that thing was struggling to make a 5 in my book on a good day. U-Haul. Yeah, that's my very point, U-Haul. Why remind yourself of meat when it with fake? I mean, what's the point? I mean, I love my salad. I crave salad all the time. And yeah, that is Dead Man. You are right about that. Georgia lacks chains outside of Atlanta. They do. I have to drive down south of Kennesaw to get some things, you know, that I there's a lot of stuff down there I just can't get to. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of places down in Sandy Springs, but like I say, Atlanta has some of the worst traffic in the eastern United States, and I live next to it. I know there are only certain times of the day that you want to venture south into Atlanta here. Otherwise, somewhere between 10 o'clock in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, you get to be in and out. The Netherlands are the best. Oh yeah, the Netherlands are a good place too. I like the Netherlands. Like I say, I never really thought of it in those terms. Better map. Prayers from Virginia. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Yeah, Virginia is a good place. I don't get through there too much. I used to when I lived in Augusta to go north to see my folks. I had to go through Virginia every time, but I kind of go west of that now. Alex, I appreciate that you stopped. 700's here. 700 is in the house. Do you like organ meat, liver, chicken gizzards? My vegan sister used to crave chicken livers. And yes, I do like chicken livers. I like liver. Gizzards, no. But that's about right. Yeah. Hello, brother. Hey, Schumann, how are you doing? I always remember to drink my water. Diet Coke, I watch that because it's got caffeine in it, and that's a diuretic. So you drink this, you're going to pee out more than you drink, so you'll get dehydrated actually drinking that. Better map. Can you shout me out in your next video? My birthday is the 26th. I'm turning 18. Better map. In the description of this live stream, the email joeishungrychannel@gmail.com. Email me that, your request. Read the rules for putting it in, and I will be more than happy to shout you out in my next video. But if you tell me now, I won't remember. And I need your first name and last name initial and the birthday, not the year that you were born. I don't want people to dox anybody. So that's what you do, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Okay? I don't shout out screen names or nicknames. Because some of them get pretty bizarre, and I just absolutely can't pronounce them, and who knows who that really is. But I think if you get your first name and your last initial, you can pretty much assure that I'm getting shouted out. But yeah, I do that every video. But feel free to do that, and let me know that it was you in my live stream that asked when you send me the email, because I check all those emails. That's how I keep track of it. Tim Webb, I was using the... You're using my email. Oh, okay. I appreciate that, Quasimodo. Better map. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do it right now. I'll get it when I'll put it in there, and I always reply to all of them, so you know that you're in the queue. But just read it in my. It's right there. And if you can't see it, any of my recent videos, in the last 25 videos, all that information's there. Marty W, how are you doing? Schumann, my day has been pretty darn good. I went to the grocery store. I went to Walmart. I went to Aldi's. I was going to go to Marco's and get one of their Italian subs and modify it and bring it here for my live stream tonight. But I had a bunch of frozen food in my trunk, and it was hot as hell. So I decided to come home instead and reheat this petrified burger that I had. And I'd probably just like to eat the bacon. I shouldn't have thrown it away. I should just pick the bacon off the top of it and eat it. That's what I'd do. Not necessary. What was your birthday again? I kind of scrolled past it. On the 26th. Of what month? You didn't put what month. What am I supposed to do with that, man? Yeah, I can't keep track of it. Because for a while I was getting overwhelmed with birthday shout-outs. I was literally 3 to 4 videos behind for the longest time. I started doing some things to mitigate that, and now I'm down to a manageable level. Zilla God, how are you doing? Yeah, I look hungry. I feel hungry. Even after eating half of that burger that was petrified. Can I say sneakadoodle, please? Sneakadoodle bite. Yeah. Sneakadoodle bite number 1. Is that good? Oh, goodness. Do you stream on different platforms, Schumann? Yes, I do. I am currently streaming on 2 platforms as we speak right now. Almost nobody's in Twitch because TwitchCon's going on. They're not watching me tonight, brother. But I dual stream YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And in midweek, I go into TikTok and live stream there. And I actually get quite a few people come in the stream. TikTok's weird. They come and go real quick. I was up to like 190 people in there for a little while, but then they'll listen to you for 5 minutes and then they scroll on to the next one, I guess. September. It's September. It'll just be late. It'll be belated. That's all. Go ahead. Put it in there, dude. It's fine. I won't probably have a video in 4 days. I don't think I will. I got a doctor's appointment Tuesday, and then I got to go to the rental house in Athens, 100 miles away, hang 2 ceiling fans, and then come back. And then I'm still contemplating a trip to my people in Ohio that are in the stream as we speak, if they hadn't got tired of listening to me and left yet. Yeah, there's a few. I'm good. I forgot about TwitchCon. I forgot about Will Neff streaming. I try not to stream the same time he does. But so far I've been abjectly fail to do that. I keep, whatever I do, it seems to be. But it's all right. Kent Ma, what kind of content do you plan on doing for live streams? I don't know. I'm working on that. So far I've been streaming every weekend now for the last 2 or 3 weekends. So Saturday seems to be the day to do. And I tried reheating something left over from my last video, and I don't know how well that worked, whether people went like that or not. You know, I don't know. It's hard to live stream and do a review because you got to understand, I am not a streamer. I'm a video guy, you know, where I can control every single thing you see. Here it's live, man. I hiccup, I burp. It ain't no cutting it out, bud. It's there. If I forget what I'm saying midstream, then I just forget. The videos are very strictly choreographed and planned. I mean, the first half, before I do the drive-through, I've written a script that I follow fairly closely. After that, I pretty much, it's on the fly what I say. And if I don't get it right, I just do another take. I usually, when I'm calling the score out, you know, because I got certain things I want to say, I want to admonish them or say this or say that, you know, like checkers. You should know I'm not really a fan of taking a burger, changing it a little bit, and naming it after a celebrity. But today, you know, to say that right without stuttering, you know, that took me like 4 or 5 tries. And call a score out and then be happy with the score. Happy birthday for 4 days' time. Well, oh yeah, happy birthday, dude. No problem. Hey, Chi-Chi. How are you? I appreciate you watching my live stream. It is what it is. It's not a particularly busy night tonight. It's Saturday. I'll probably do another one Saturday again. If I'm not out of town, I'll do one. If I am out of town, I'll probably do one. What I would like to do, it's a plan in my head, is my brother that's hopefully watching this video right now. Let me move my mic a little bit. There. He lives about 5 miles from a decent Massey's Pizza. Now, I would probably have bypass surgery twice if I lived where he lives. Literally, because I would eat it every day until I just couldn't afford to or whatever. What I would like to do would be to set up a makeshift studio on his dining room table with some lights and do a review on the Great Guido sub. That's what I would like to do. And do it regular format, do my Sneakadoodle bite, race around the corner, race right down the road, and set up and do the rest of the video where I'll do 3 of them, weigh them, score them, everything. That would be cool. I don't know if he's still watching or not. Probably not. He may not want me in his dining room with all my cameras. But because in order for me to do that review of that sub, I would have to do it in the car, and I haven't done a complete video in a car in quite a while now, mainly because I like the lighting and control that I have in the studio, where I can actually, you know, take it all apart layer by layer and do all the funny things that I do, because I can pack all the stuff that I need up there and weigh them and all that. Anyway, Better Map. I'm reading what you said, Better Map. Yep, Better Map. We will get it if you put it in there. The reheat. I mean, do y'all want to see me do more reheats out from the video that I did prior and see how it did, to see whether it's edible? One thing I can say about that, Checkers, you're better off eating it in the parking lot, because even by the time you get it home, it loses his juicy pizzazziness. And heating it up, or keeping it hot in my heated carrying case dries it out, and that's kind of what happened to that too. Anyway, a question from Malstar. Joe, have you ever dropped food in your car while eating it and have to go back and buy a replacement? Actually, I have dropped an entire pizza on the floor way back. It's been 4 years ago. I was doing Pizza Hut thin pepperoni versus Domino's thin pepperoni, and I was holding it up to the camera and the whole thing slid out on the floor. And then you can see me completing the video. It's kind of like, it's like you get caught in bed with your girlfriend, and you throw your clothes on, you need to look frumpled. That's how that pizza looked. And the question to that is, do I had to go back and buy a replacement item? No. I ate it anyway. And that's why I get 4. But yeah, that's the answer. That's the short answer to that question. And that actually did happen. However, I had to go back and get it. Not to my recollection. I've dropped a hamburger on the floor where I always get an extra one. They're really, like if I'm doing Freddy's burgers, man, those things are fragile. You got to be 5-second rule. Those things are fragile. I dropped it in the floor and had dirt stuck to it and everything. And I used it, but I didn't eat it. I used it for the video, parts of it anyway. But yes, the 5-second rule. No, man. Oh, God. I remember that. And I showed it falling too in the video. I wish I could remember which video that is. I put a link up to it. But that was still when I was shooting my entire videos in the car like everybody else does. But I finally stopped it. Anyway, back to the questions. Guido, not a racial epithet. No, that's the name of the song. That's the name of the great Guido sub. You can that's what they call it. It's an Italian place. So yeah, they named it. I didn't. I mean, that's whatever. Chelsea. Shadow Joe does do the sneakadoodle bite. I would have Shadow Joe up there to do that. I didn't do I said sneakadoodle bite. Somebody wanted me to say sneakadoodle bite. I can't get Shadow in here, because if I bring Shadow in here, then the space-time continuum will come to an abrupt end, and all reality as we know it will die. So we can't be in the same room at the same time. I was just doing a facsimile of it, if that's what you're talking about. Up in Ohio, yeah, Shadow Joe goes everywhere with me at all my reviews. He would be doing the sneakadoodle bite on the sub, encouraged my brother into, I don't know if he'll let me or not, though. He's got a real nice house. It's real pretty in there, I think. And it has a big picture window so I could use for ambient lighting. So I think that would actually work out quite well. And I would bring all 3 cameras. I would love to do that. Too Fair. Hey, Joe, long-time listener, first-time caller. Thanks for providing so much entertaining comment. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say, Loki. I love your burger sign. Oh, I love that thing too. I had that sent to me by one of my subscribers. Sent it to me. I don't know who it is. They never said who it was. I actually opened that up when people send me stuff, I make it a point to open that up in my video, unrehearsed, because I'm a very bad actor. I'll tell you that right now. I suck as an actor. So I try to make things authentic as I can, especially opening things. Certain amount of danger involved in that. But I like to get my real reaction when I put it on there, because I'm not good at faking that. I'm a terrible actor. What else we got? I hate eating a sandwich or a burger and the inside shoot out when biting into it. Oh, me too. That's probably one of the bigger problems that I have with Five Guys is they're just you're halfway through the burger and it literally dissolves in your hand. I don't like that. Emlick David, a fellow streamer I watch, put me onto watching your videos while I'm eating. Really? Who would that be? Who's that streamer? I'll go check him out. I did watch someone who sent some people to me. It was this guy. He smokes a cigarette and calls up these, I don't know what they are, but he calls up these scam lines and scams them. He was kind of entertaining to watch. I watched him the other night. Brandon, what's your worst review experience? Now, that is a question that I've answered quite a number of times, and that would be the worst food would be Dunkin'. The worst treatment I ever got doing a review, and I have yet to ever go back to them, is Cookout. And only rivaled by Pizza Hut in Jasper was really nasty to me, threatened to call the police on me for shooting a selfie in the parking lot. Right. Also, yeah, Burger King in Jasper. For you Jasperites up there that are still watching that haven't run away on me. Yeah, the Burger King there routinely treats me very rudely and tries to throw me out of the parking lot when I shoot selfies. Whatever. Anyway, Kid Boga is good. If you like to watch scammers getting scammed, yeah, I was watching that. It was just funny because it was kind of a sex line that he called, and he was sounded like a grandma that was asking these very lewd sex questions, and I'm like, just wow. Anyway, Terry, appreciate it. Top 5 best new fast foods menu. God, I've not got a computer for a brain. Culver's is the go-to place for food items. All the rest of them are okay. I so hope that the Checkers keeps improving, gets better over here in Cartersville, because they were always my go-to place. 2.4, Martin 2.4. Yeah, you are correct. They sucked. It was I'll go back to answering the question about Duncan. Yeah, they sucked. I almost gagged on that. That was terrible. Do the cats eat leftovers? Just the chicken, if they'll eat it. Sometimes. It depends on the cat. Bell's a little choicey. We feed him pretty good, so they're usually not very hungry. And Bell, Priscilla will eat nearly anything. Big Macs are notorious for going out the other end while eating. No, he was talking about squirting out the burger, not out the back door, I think. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know, man. Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, McDonald's invented not cooking to order. They've never cooked to order. Burger King, on the other hand, used to cook to order and adopted and tried to perfect not cooking to order McDonald's style. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Black Stewie, how are you doing? I'm sorry you're late. I think my brother's bolted because he didn't answer me, so he probably came in and left. I was trying to, I should have asked him before he left, if I can shoot in his, I have to call him now. Hey, can I shoot a video in your dining room, please? So I have to bring a whole carload of cameras and stuff. I got a lot of cameras stuff. Tim, yeah, they're not cheap, but they're not, to me, horribly expensive. Culver's. Seeing Culver's was too expensive. Freddy's cost more than Culver's by far. Oh, he does. Loves to watch my videos. Well, since I have a memory, well, let me take notes, because I'm gonna look him up and see who that is, and go into his channel. And thank you for watching my videos. He's a streamer on Twitch, right? I have to take notes because I have like a zero memory power here. Yeah, I don't know that expensive compared to everybody else. But as far as the quality, they're spot on most all the time. At least mine is. Mine's been very good. Brandon, how are you doing tonight? Have you ever had Choi's, the Tex-Mex restaurant? No, I have not. I didn't know I've never even heard of them. Rex Virus, has fast food nirvana ever happened? Actually, yes. This year, for the second time, on the same piece of food from Culver's. It's the Northwoods Walleye, made 9.0. Then we have Massey's Pizza, cheese pepperoni pizza, made 9.8, and that's been 4 years ago since I've done that video. That's why I was talking about wanting to shoot and do their sub sandwich that they have. Now I'm bleeding. I'm scratching my arm. The sub sandwich, I wanted to shoot it because I don't have a Massey's close to here, and I like to. I think I would really like to do an in-studio review on those because he lives really close to one, and I would love doing that. I could literally. They would let me shoot the entire thing and set up a whole studio inside of Massey's Pizza, but that's kind of a hassle. Because then I have to make sure I have good enough internet, and it would be an all day thinger. Do I like sardines, kipper snacks? Actually, yes, I like the taste of sardines. Are you one of the oldest siblings? No, I'm actually the one dead in the middle. There were 7 of us. Now we're down to 6. We lost one this year. One of my brothers, unfortunately. I'm actually older than he was. Anyway, Mason, how are you? I'm glad you're here too. 0022, Messi or Ronaldo? I am not sure what you mean, what that question pertains to. You may have to rephrase that question for Slow Joe here. If I ever find you, you should try A&W up here. I thought there were A&Ws in the north in Ohio. You think so? You think they're that good? I can't remember ever eating it at A&W. I've seen them up north. Tom Brady or Joe Montana? Joe Montana. Anyway, not a big sports guy, but I can answer that one. Joe Montana, I just think he looks like a cool stud. That's all. Maxine, we need an update on Massey's Pizza vid. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Maybe I should go shoot 2 videos. If I con my brother into let me use his dining room table, I could jam out 2 of those things. The only thing is about Massey's is I don't think they have nutritional information. Now, by law, if you have 20 or less restaurants, you're not obligated to provide nutritional information according to the FDA, and I'm not sure that they have 20. I'm going to ask them directly because I have direct contact with them. So I'll find that out because I was thinking about that the other day. If I do one, it sure would be nice to at least have nutritional information. So A&W is different in Canada. It's like Timmy's. Everybody loves Timmy's in Canada. Timmy's. Let's go to Timmy's and get some coffee. Timmy's. Anyway, yeah, it's all right. It's all right, Tim. It things happen. We don't get to pull the switches. We just play while we can until we get kicked out of the skillet. It is what it is. Appreciate it, Maxine. It's all right. It's all right. I'm good. Nate. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I thought A&W was kind of mid, but according to Twitch over here, my Canadian people up here, they're better in the Great White North, and that could possibly be true. It's different ownership. Yeah, there you go. See, they're educating me on A&W. Yeah, I have to think of a reason to come to Canada. I mean, that would be cool. I would have to go. I would have to do a couple of videos to get back in practice for doing in-car videos. It's just the lighting in studio and the cameras that I have in here are so much better than shooting GoPros. Shooting close-ups of food with a GoPro just does not do food justice. Speaking of GoPros, anybody want to buy my... I have 4 Hero 10s and a Hero 9. I'm thinking about putting them on eBay and selling them and buying 5 more Hero 12s. Because I got a 12 because one of my 10s died, or it didn't die, it just started acting weird, so I pull it out of service and I use it for cats. But the Hero 12 has a twice as long run time. I've not overheated my Hero 12 yet. And I mean, I've literally had it sitting right out in the sun in my window in my car for like 40 minutes without it overheating, and that's outstanding. And I'm thinking about do that. Yeah, how much you give me from my GoPros? I don't know how much to sell them for. I remember I paid $350 a piece for them, so I have 6 GoPros. But I was talking to my wife about that, getting rid of my GoPros and buying some 12s. The 13 just came out, but I don't know if the 13 will shoot 400 frames per second, but I don't know if that's in burst mode or not. And but I have been real happy with my Hero 12. The other ones tend to overheat a little bit quicker, and but I've just been real happy with the stability of the 12. So I think the 13 is probably another generation that's going to need bugs taken out of it. Go to Canada, go walleye fishing. Yeah, I could do that. You clean my walleye. Hey, first time chat, Booty Felon. Hello, dude. Thank you for coming into my live stream and bringing my Twitch stream up to speed. If you don't know, I am dual streaming on my YouTube channel stream and my Twitch. This has pretty much been standard operating procedure. I would like to find some way other than my Discord to advertise future live streams for my Discord. I don't know how to do that. YouTube will, because I can put that on my YouTube page, and also it sends out notices when I set it up 2 days in advance, which this is the first time I've actually gave really good advance notice of when I was going to do a live stream. TikTok, I'd like to triple stream, but it's not physically possible. TikTok won't give me a stream key, so I can't do it. And plus, I've been going. I actually going in. I go in 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon and do a TikTok stream, and I had like 200 people in there, and just I had a lot of people. I got like 50,000 likes on that stream. Have you ever had Hungry Howie's Pizza? No, I have not, and I don't think I have one close enough to me to do that, Fallen Column. Good question, though. I want to try them. I want to try Blaze Pizza. Now I got to go and see if there's a Blaze Pizza close enough, since I saw the video on the Blaze Pizza versus Mod Pizza. Yeah. Nate O. It's a dying breed here in Upper Midwest. Yeah, it is. Walter White. Now, there's a nickname I like. I am a fan. Weight loss. What happened? First I got sick. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I had some weird virus nobody's ever heard of that attacked my mucosa. Because I had upper airway symptoms. I also had gut symptoms. I had symptoms. I thought I had gallbladder disease, and I don't. Just all sorts of stuff happened. I was bloating. I was like miserable. I couldn't breathe. I had like sores in the back of my tongue. Made me feel like I was choking to death for a week and a half solid. I thought I was dying, literally. I thought I had like some metastatic or some sarcoma, and I thought I was done for. I went through this whole battery of tests, cardiac workup, the whole schmeal, short of breath too. And that's the only thing that answers in my mind. That's my diagnosis. Didn't get my medical degree. I went into YouTube food reviews instead. I am a nurse, though. We know everything. But, so that's gone. Tuesday is my last 2 appointments, my follow-up appointments. I'm completely better. Nobody figured out what was wrong with me. All my labs, everything looks fine. I'm good. No, that started in March and ran until the beginning of June. I started straightening up and getting a little bit better. And then by July, I was able to eat food again. I was still a little bit funny. I couldn't eat fat food. I could not. I'd cut all fat out of my diet because I would get pain right here in my back and my shoulder blade that's indicative of gallbladder disease. All that's gone. I can eat anything now, but I'm not. I've cut most of the fat out of my diet. My diet has radically changed, and now the first 10 pounds, I would say, were not intentional. And then I'm at 21 pounds off now, and the rest, I diet has radically changed. The only time you're seeing me eat fast food is when I'm doing reviews. Sometimes I'll slip and eat something, but yeah, mouth star. Yeah, it was. I mean, I wasn't scared. I just retired, and I'm like, damn, I just retired, and the good Lord is going to snatch my little butt out of here and take me back. And I just got the YouTube channel started, and I'm just doing this. And I just wanted to chill and just have a good time for a little while, you know? I wasn't scared of dying. I'm not scared of dying. What I'm scared of is that nasty process of getting there. That's what I don't want to deal with. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's my thoughts on death and dying. And I lost a brother, too, during all that. Yeah, that started about the time I lost my brother. Yeah, it was February, March, April, May. Yeah, we're some of the crappiest months of probably, for me, probably the last 5 decades. I've had some other bad times, but I wasn't physically ill. But anyway, I got to get off that subject and move on. Let me clear some more questions here. But I appreciate it. Twitch, yeah, I've got 27 people on Twitch. I've had 27 people come. I'm surprised when TwitchCon, maybe TwitchCon is ending or something. Anyway, can you shout out, Joe, can you shout me out? I'm subscribed and I named my kid after my name, Fred Johnson. Shout out to Fred Johnson. If you want a birthday shout out, like I said before, you probably just came into the channel, into my live stream, but in the description, I have the submission rules and the channel email for you to email if you want birthday shout outs. I put those in the beginning of my videos if you haven't seen. But yeah, that's good. And I'm not overwhelmed right now. It's doing good. What's your eBay screen handle? I don't think I have a screen handle in eBay. Kind of weird question, you all. I don't know. 700. Ever had an Aussie burger with that? A lot. Beef patty, fried egg, bacon, beetroot, onion, lettuce. No, I have not, but that doesn't sound bad, dude. Fried egg and the bacon, the beetroot. I don't know so much about the beetroot. I'm not sure how that would go because I'm not a big fan of beets. Because you had Burger King had done the Spidey burger, and that's how they colored that thing red was beet juice. And speaking of, I'm still waiting on the Burger King. Burger King has the Wednesday burger. I'm waiting on it to come out. It's purple. It's a Whopper that's purple. How they making it purple? I don't know. But if I do the video, I'll certainly try to find out. But yeah, I am going to do the purple Whopper burger, the Wednesday burger. They named it after Adam. What is it? Adam's Family? Who is that? Wednesday burger. Anyway, Total Joker, how are you doing tonight? If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, people keep asking me that. What would I eat if I could only eat one type of food the rest of my life? Bacon, dude. Bacon or Massey's pizza. It depends. I mean, if they're going to take me down to one item instead of a dish, it would be bacon. If it's going to be a dish, then it would be Massey's pizza. I could live off of that for the rest of my life and be happy about it and not even miss anything. I love it. It's 9.8. It is food nirvana for sure. Anyway, ever had an Aussie burger? No. I am Mexican. I am glad I'm better. I'm telling you, I've been a nurse for 36 years. I've seen people come in and have panic attacks in the hospital when they were sick. And I'm always like, yeah, you're being histrionic. Until it happens to you. And it's not so cool. But it's like I would have these fits where I was just so anxious, my fingers were tingling and I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. I don't want to go back through it again. Hopefully it never happens again. Anyway, no big. But I appreciate that moment now. Host Faith, thank you for his name is Joe after you. You named him Joe? Sweet. My life's ambition is get somebody to carry my name on. His last name should be Hungry, and his middle name should be Is. Joe is hungry. Apparently it turns your yeah, it does. It turns your stool a different color too, from what I read. Oh, yeah, the beets. Yeah, it does. Actually, it does something. Both. It makes your excrement change color. Can't remember exactly what color, but it will. Yes. What's up, Joe? What's your favorite fast food item? I just think I answered that. I like bacon. Oh, I love pepperoni though. I'm a pepperoni guy. Sandwich pepperoni works for me. The Great Guido sub that I'm talking about. Let me see if I can name the ingredients off of it, just to show you how I am at it. It's got Genoa salami, ham, sandwich pepperoni, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and a lot of banana peppers. I think that's it. if Liz is here or if somebody's here to correct me, my brother, I think everybody's gone. All my family left me because I'm still talking. And I'm going for an hour and 45 minutes. Anyway, what else we got going on here? What else? I'm going to go through the questions. Yeah. I love fried egg in a burger. That's what I need to take. I need to take this petrified burger and put a fried egg in it. That's what I need to do when I get home. I'm going to have a salad when I go home, I think. What's your favorite animal? That's a good question. I don't know. Kind of got partial to cats, but I like birds too. Birds are like prehistoric kind of cool animals. You're interested in buying a couple GoPros, then send me an email. We'll see. My GoPros, I've had them, depending on which one they are, anywhere from a year and a half to a year. And I can tell you about the batteries. Don't get the blue standard batteries. They're trash. I've got like 10 batteries. You know, when I started doing this, all the blue batteries, they all swole up and went bad inside of 2 months. They're terrible. I get the gray ones. They work really well. Yeah, I'm just going to eat a salad. Oh, here you go. You're crocheting and listening. You think our illustrious brother would let me shoot a video in his dining area? He isn't still in the chat, is he? Probably no if he's not answering me. Yeah, I missed. My live stream kind of crapped the bed there for a little while. I lost upstream, and it died, and it came back. Oh, Fox Vateris, how are you doing? I love Will Neff. I watched. Did you watch the one where he watched my video last, where I did his birthday, where Shadow Joe called it out? I got him that time. He was thinking that was going to be in the front, and it was in the end. He was like, "Oh, well, he didn't get mentioned," and then we both did it. We were like, "Yeah, that was worth it." Yeah, I think I caught him off guard a little bit. At least I hope I did. That was the whole point. And I gotta get Emaru's birthday. I gotta remember to look that up and put that in Google Calendar so I can fix him. So I wished Emaru her birthday. It's been quite a while ago, so I know it's got to be coming up and not too soon. I caught her. I said my queen. That's my queen. Emaru is my queen. Yeah, I mean, I want to set up the cameras on the table and sit with my back to the windows, because that would give me backlight, I think. No, it would be the other way around. We'd have to face the windows and set up all 3 cameras and basically the whole studio and set it up. Thank you. Send me the email. We'll talk. Google says January 3rd. Okay, so I got a little time. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I'll give her a shout out, because Will Neff and Emaru have been consistently supporting me. Now I'm talking about Joe Bartolozzi. I may be doing a collab with Joe Bartolozzi. We've been in contact again, so we're just trying to work out the what we want to do and how to make that work. So that'll be exciting to talk to Joe Bart. I'll probably screw it all up and be nervous, but it is what it is. Anyway, Total Joker. You like a Okapia. I don't even know what that is. Mixed between a horse, zebra, and a giraffe. They look cool. I'm talking about animals that I can actually put my hand on. Any other spots besides Massive Peach that you'd recommend in Ohio? Everybody tells me to go to the chili place. What's the name of the chili place? Everybody, what's the name of the chili place? Help me out. Everybody says it. You should do another video from Marco's. I almost did, Watts. I mean, I can't, but I just did 2 back-to-back Marco's, and then they came out with the triple pepperoni, and I'm like, I almost did it. I'm like, I just don't want to go in there. That Skyline Chili. Thank you very much. See, my sister, and fair to Atar. Yeah, everybody says Skyline Chili's real good. There's a lot of good places up in Ohio. The only problem is whenever I go up there, because my brother and my sister live in a very remote location, and we're like 70 miles from anything. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Miller's Fried Chicken in Athens, Ohio. A must-go place. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Gardening Right Now? I'm calling her Liz, but her nickname's Gardening. Am I wrong about that? Miller's Fried Chicken? A raiding party? Who's sending me I'm getting raided? Jules is hung. Oh, wow. Look, where did it come from? Thank you all for coming in. I'm being raided by Twitch streamers. I don't know who's Raider from Jules. Ooh, thank you. Hey, everybody. How's everything going? Yeah, hey, Jules. What's the name of your Twitch stream so I can go in there and sub you and follow you and everything? Here, I'll put that. Is it Jules? I'm supposed to do, I was wanting to do a collab with Meat and her friend too, and I just never got around to it. It's Jules. I'll be looking you up. Thank you all for coming in and rating me. That's very kind. Hey, everybody from Jules. Shout out from the Joe is Hungry channel and my YouTube Twitch dual stream here on my Saturday night. Is very welcome to the stream. Anyway, Miller's Fried Chicken. Yeah, Miller's Fried Chicken. Probably some of the best fried chicken I've ever had. Hands down. Bone-in fried chicken. I love meat. I love meat. I so want, everybody when they want to live stream, they always want to like review food or something. I just want to live stream and talk to them and see what's going on. That's what I just would love. But the thing is, if I stream with Meat, since she's a VTuber, do I gotta like have a VTuber face and stuff too? I don't even know how to do that. That would be cool. Oh, Jules, you rock. You came in and raided my channel. Jules, you rock. Everybody go to Jules and sub her. Nobody's listening to me, but that's okay. Raider from Jules. Jules introduced you a while ago, and we enjoyed your personality. I appreciate that, Jacob Neal. How are y'all doing? Gamer Panther 485. I am doing good. I'm just sitting here live streaming my little heart out tonight. I'm going on 2 hours, and I haven't actually ran out of anything yet. But I have not had Skyline. If I'm up there, maybe we should go to Skyline. Gardening Right Now. Maybe we should go to Skyline and get some chili, and then on the way home we'll get Massey's Pizza, because I cannot leave the house without going to Massey's Pizza. I can't. I just can't. Anyway, Send 12. How are you doing? I stream, yeah. I don't stream. I'm not a streamer. I'm a part-time streamer. What I typically do, because I never really had a schedule, because I had things going on with me the first part of this year when I retired. It's taking me this long where I'm starting to develop some sort of a rhythm. And Saturday seems like a good night for me to stream on YouTube and Twitch. And I actually stream on TikTok in the middle of the week, just for the heck of it. But yeah, Chili, yeah. I guess well, I know, but maybe they got some meatless. Almost certainly you can't, because you don't eat anything. You don't eat food at all. I mean, how can you eat chili with no oil in it? That doesn't even make sense. But maybe you can get something, not even a salad. Wow, I couldn't do it. I'm losing weight the way I am. Retirement, now that I'm not sick, I love it. I don't want to go back to work. I don't miss nursing. I miss the people I was with. I had quite the emotional attachment with them, and I still see them. I will occasionally, they work Saturday. Most of them work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so Tuesday morning when they get off, we always had breakfast together. And sometimes I'll get out of bed and go in and eat breakfast with them in the morning and catch up and listen to all the horror stories they have and stuff, and just keep in touch. I'll do that. And then some of the administrators or some of the other people, some of the people that didn't like me too much, they walk past there and they get in their breakfast and like scowl at me like, what are you doing here? Thought you left. I don't care. Anyway, what else we got here? I love retirement. It's not like you. Oh, yeah. I don't know. If you had to eat food from one fast food chain the rest of your life, everybody keeps asking me that. I'm going to be eating Massey's Pizza. No question. Massey's Pizza. Massey's Pizza. Anybody from Ohio, you know why. No question. You probably can't eat Skyline. I wish you could. Anyway. Watts, what is that? A new door in the background? Wasn't the old one black? Finally, someone notices. I put a new door there. That other door was not black. It was clear, and it is a piece of crap, and it was rotten. It was so you can see through it. This used to be an office for a car repair and wrecker service, and you could see back into the shop through that door. Well, that door did not seal very well. It did not, because this is air conditioned in here. I put air conditioning in here probably about a year ago, because I'm literally filming in the summer, and it was like 110 degrees in here when I was shooting. I would literally have to rag. I'd have this rag sitting here. I would shoot a scene, wipe my face off, talk to the next camera, wipe the sweat out of my eyes. It was that bad. It was terrible. And in the wintertime wasn't bad because I like shooting in the cold. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for noticing, Watts. That is an exterior door off of one of my rental houses that I replaced because the door sill rotted out and I just replaced the whole door. That is a heavy-ass door, and it seals great in here. It's like literally 72 degrees in here as we sit. Sweet. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about the overreaction. I get a little bit worked up sometimes. Oh, my goodness. We get deep into Joe's hungry lore. Yeah, that is pizza boxes. Yeah, I keep wanting to get out here and because I got about 20 or 30 more pizza boxes I've collected up. I'm going to put up. I want to fill that wall back up there. All that crap you see right back in there, that's got to go. And I've not got around to doing it yet. That's got to go. I just want this place to look neater because this is my studio, and I like this studio. Ha! Twitch, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I pointed it out. Like, I was so proud of that because it took me all day to put that door and get it hung straight and make sure it, like, shuts. And I put nice seals in it and everything like that. It just clicks shut. And there's, what you do to make sure that it's not leaking is you put a light on the other side. And if you can see light through there, you need to fix it. And I got that thing hung, but good. So Joe got hung. Good. Yeah. Anyway, let me see what else I got. Any more comments, questions? Yeah, Fox. Yeah, Joe is hung. You can't say that. That's what we were saying, and I would kick people out of the channel for saying that. So, okay. Let me see. Jukub L. Kozdra. Yeah, I answered that one. If Massey's Pizza, I wouldn't even have to think about that. Etsy. Have you ever heard of La Rosa's Pizza? Actually, I have. Any thoughts on it? I've never eaten there, but I know exactly who you're talking about, La Rosa's Pizza. I had a crush on a girl when I was 14 years old. Her name was Kathy La Rosa. I wonder what she looks like now. I wasn't even... Yeah, I was 15 years old. I didn't have a driver's license. Yeah, I don't know why I did. She hated me. I don't know why I thought. You said La Rosa, and that cued me up. Ooh, I remember her. That's been a long time ago. Actually, that was I was 16 then. Just got to driving. Even my sister that's watching here doesn't know about that. She doesn't know about my shady history and my past love lives because I had some, buddy. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm so excited that someone finally noticed my damn door. I love that thing. That's an exterior door. And it goes back into my shop where all my cars and my tools and my mechanic stuff's at. Anyway, next question. Total Joker. Oh, you notice when I'm playing my videos that you see in the background, I have a video going back there. He asks me if I have specific videos that I'm playing in there. Up until about 6 months ago, no, I would just pick random videos. But now when I do it, if I do something that I've done before, like Marcos, I actually play the last Marcos that I did in a loop. So yes, I pick specific videos. It is the last video of the subject that I'm doing. Like this one that I just did, checkers and rallies. Yeah, the last checkers and rallies video I did was playing in a loop in the background. And because I shoot in manual mode, it's really hard to see back there. In my really old videos, before I learned how to manipulate my cameras and I shot in auto, it was quite bright. You could see it real well, but it also made everything else look kind of funky. I didn't like them. Anyway. Hey, Chocolate, how are you? 700. Are your cats feral? Just Priscilla. Nah, Priscilla's all right. Priscilla is kind of a maladjusted cat. She's not a lap cat. You couldn't put her on your lap. She wouldn't sit there long enough, but she likes petted. But then if you pet her more than about 2 or 3 minutes, she tries to bite you. And it's not a mean bite. You know how cats will bite you when they like you? I keep telling my wife cats do that, but she doesn't believe me. And I think the cat, before I got it, was just profoundly mistreated, and so it's very maladjusted. Like I was complaining about the cat to my wife the other day. I was like, I wish I had a better cat, because she's black. So she's really hard to film against backgrounds. The only time you can get a good picture of her is you have to have her eyes staring directly at you, which she doesn't cooperate with you at all. She won't sit still at all. It'd be nice if she would just roll. You know how you pet a cat and it'll sit there and she won't do that. I mean, she will, but then as soon as you stop, she bolts and then she runs back, bolts and then runs back. But I wish I had a better behaved cat. Poor old Belle is just getting old. She's an old lady. She's got to be over 14 years old. And yeah, it is what it is. My orange kitten's favorite thing is to chew and lick my arm. Yep, cats do that. I don't let her bite me because then she thinks it's okay. Used to be you couldn't let her bite you. She would draw blood on you. She'd touch you and you bleed. But since she's been fighting with the other cats because she's mean as hell, she runs around the yard 24/7 chasing every living thing out of the yard. But she's been in enough cat fights now that when she bites you, she doesn't hurt you. So she knows, but it's not something you gotta be careful about that. Otherwise they'll get excited and draw blood. And yeah. Opal. Hey, Opal. Opal's watching me, apparently. I'm not sure if cats really understand videos. I know dogs do. Anyway, is your studio in your house more crispy? No, sir. It is in my shop. My house is about half a mile up the road. This is in an office, and it's dedicated studio. I leave my cameras on tripods and everything, so when I come up to shoot a video, everything's all out. I just have to do camera checks and make sure everything's aimed right and got all my light. I have a whole bunch of checklist I have to go through, otherwise I hate to shoot. It's like I shot this last video I did, okay, somehow when I was shooting the post, when I pull it off the scales and I go, burger number 3 weighs in at so many pounds and so many grams. And then I say my piece about you passed the Joeishungry consistency weight test. And I go to this camera and I'm like, since Checkers doesn't give us serving weights, and I wish they would, and they probably never will, we can't do anything but add them all up, average them out. Okay, I shot that with the microphone unplugged. Or no, the camera. I turned the whole camera off. So it wasn't even recording. So I had to go back out and reshoot that. That irritates me when I do that to myself. But yeah, that kind of led off into a tangent. Maxine, you're leaving me. Good night. Get some sleep. It's 2 a.m. where you're at. My goodness, you must be on the other side of the pond or something. Yeah. How do you line up Sneakadoodle Bite with the live video? Ooh, that is a very good question. Let me get a couple here and I'll come back to that if you got time to wait on me, Spike Bomb. How do I time that? That has been evolving quite a bit. That's taken a lot of time. I just want to make sure the La Rosa Empire. Yeah, I would have been. I don't think it's the same La Rosa. It's just the same last name. Call me Chad. Hey, Chad, Worm Dude. I haven't seen you in Discord. Where you been? Where you been, dude? Where you been? Where you been? Yeah, I'm not going to do the fiery menu. I'm waiting on the Wednesday burger to come out, the purple Whopper. Anyway, back to that question, because that is a very good question. You can't see it from here, but I have one. You ever seen those workout timers you get in gyms? Great big LED clock. I have a remote control that I set a timer going to that. Now, when I do the Sneakadoodle Bite, I'm talking and I'll say something to myself, and then I'll look back at the camera, and then when I'm done shooting the entire video, I give it a score. I skip over the part where I do the Sneakadoodle Bite. I take my footage back to the house, dump it to my hard drive, put it in my editor, and caliper out exactly how many seconds it is to each interrupt where I'm supposed to say something. And then I'll know exactly how many seconds. So when you see me turn, you're getting all the Joe's Hungry lore here. You see me turn, I have my thumb on a remote control. I push the remote control and I start the timer. And I have the timer right up there where Shadow Joe is doing his spiel and talking. Shadow Joe's real, by the way. Don't think this is all fake, but because we're talking trans-dimensional, we have to be able to time things. Okay? So at so many seconds, I'll answer the question. And that is, in short, how that happens. Earlier on, I was just guessing. I didn't have any timer, anything like that. That, in probably the last 20 videos, I've been using the timer. Before that, it is hard to edit that. And if you make a cut, you can't show it. There are cuts, but you can't see it. It is seamless. I hope that answers your question. Mash sounds. One of my favorite streamers watches me on your videos. What's your streamer's channel? I'll go follow him. Mouthstar, the secret that Joe's Hungry actually do two different visual makes it filming easier. Yes, it does. Shadow Joe, I don't want to say it because this is kind of a PG channel, but Shadow Joe can be kind of a dick sometimes. I said it. I put it out there. I'm sorry for saying dick. Can't say that because I'm like this PG channel here, right? Anyway, Mex chocolate. I appreciate it anyway. No wedding ring. I got a wedding ring. I got a band. I got it on a. This is not the first time that's been asked in chat too. 700. It's on a lanyard because when I wore it at work, I have to wash my hands a lot, and you can't really get clean under the ring. So I would have to be taking my ring on and off, and that's how you lose rings. So I put it on a lanyard, and it's been on one ever since. It's still there, even though I'm not working anymore, and I probably could wear it, except it won't fit on my fat finger anymore. Maybe it will now that I'm losing weight, because my pants, I've had to get a whole new belt because they fall down, and my jeans fall down on my rear end. I mean, it's bad. Anyway, Shadow Joe is real. I'm a believer. Shadow Joe is real. Shadow Joe is real. He's a dick, too. Oh, I said it again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for saying that. I'll not do that anymore. Anyway, my Twitch streamers that came in and rated my channel. Will Neff, Rules. Mash sounds foreign. Foreign. Spelt like that. Oh, okay, I got it. I kind of say your truth, King. I told the truth. I'm not Shadow Joe. Shadow Joe is not allowed in live streaming. He cannot behave. He'll act up and take over my entire channel, and I'll have nothing. Anyway. That is, Shadow Joe gets to eat food at prime temperature, and that's not fair to you. I agree with you 100%. But try telling him that. Try telling him that. See how that works. See how that works for you. I've tried it because everything with him, everything is a conflict. You just think we're starting to get along, things are working out good, and boom, blows up in your face again. Ugh, got so tired of him. Foreign. Oh, that's the name, Foreign? Let's see. I'll just click on it and there you go. Perfect. Now, taken care of. Y'all can't hear that, can you? Good. Don't want that. Cool. Fox Spiritus. Yep. Oh my gosh. I appreciate the raid, man. That makes my diet a little bit better because I was sitting there with like 17 people in there and it's kind of like, oh, nobody wants to talk to me. YouTube. I can't believe I talked about YouTube like that. TikTok. One day, maybe TikTok will get their collective act together because I don't believe anybody there has a clue as to what they're doing. I just filled out, they give me this survey on things that I do and don't like. Yeah, I fill it out. Do you think they're going to look at it? No. Like, is their customer service helpful? No, it's not, because all you do is you have a bot that just, every time I ask it a question, it just says the same thing back and forth. Like, you muted my video. My stuff is not copyrighted. It is from Epidemic Sound. So it sends you back to rules. You say it again, sends you back to rules. I said, can I please talk to a human? It just sends you back to rules again. Jackasses. TikTok. I don't see why I can't put full-length videos on TikTok anyway. They want long format. They've been, please put up long format videos. Yeah, you do that and you put up good quality stuff that's not crap from a cell phone. Yeah. Put that over there. Anyway, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Any advice on the, let me see. Let me get a few more questions. I'm over 2 hours. I probably need to go back to the house at some point. It's 9 o'clock. But let me get a few more questions, and maybe Twitch folks got anything they want me to talk about or anything. I start losing my brain after about 2 hours. Any advice to get through creative block? People, I haven't really had creative block. If I wait a whole week between videos, I have trouble getting the next video. I don't want to do the next video. I'm just like, I don't feel any into it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Take a break. Take a break. That's all you can do, because you can't force yourself to get past the creative block. Hadn't happened to me yet. Just take a break. What does Shadow Joe even do? I mean, he takes a sneakadoodle bite. He tells me how things are. I've never played Persona 4. You finally made it. Mr. No Name's in the house. No Name. No Name's been following me forever. He's the man. Mr. No Name. And in No Name, I think you're in my Discord too, finally. There isn't much action going on in that Discord. I got in the Discord, and sometimes I'll voice chat in Discord, and I got in there, and a bunch of guys, they just started screaming and yelling. I didn't know what to do with them. My sister would have probably banned them all, but she wasn't there, and I just laughed at them for being stupid. Joe, can I visit you? I'm in Georgia. I don't care. Come by the studio. Can't guarantee when I'm here. You can get a studio tour. What part of Georgia are you in? I mean, Georgia's a big damn state, man. Anyway. Mouthstar, for possible collabs, would you be open to playing games with other streamers and VTubers while on Twitch? Sure, why not? I guess. I've been so long, I would get creamed because I haven't played games in so long. I'd have to get some. My wife has like a ton of games. I'd probably get one of hers. But I would just like to sit there and talk to him for 20 minutes. I don't need to stream for 2 hours with anybody. Just say, hey, what's going on? How do you eat when you're a VTuber? Where's the food go? That's what I want to know. Because I have pressing questions. Like, where's the food go when you're a VTuber? I mean, does the software make virtual food go in your virtual mouth? I don't know. I find that quite perplexing, and I would really, really, really like to put that question to him while in stream. A collaborative food review with a VTuber would be interesting, but I haven't figured out how that's going to work. Everybody wants to do collaborative food reviews, and the thing is, I'm used to doing my reviews in video, and I have a lot of metrics that you just can't do in live stream. You just can't. You can't temperature test it. It'd be almost very difficult to weigh it. I mean, you could weigh it because I have enough equipment to run 2 cameras at the same time. But yeah. Macon, you're a long way. Beans, you're a long way away from here. You're like 100 miles south of me. Macon, doesn't Macon have that Chick-fil-A that's like a Hawaiian Chick-fil-A? When Joe Wynn is eating butt review. What kind of question is that, Beanser, man? You from my Discord. You sound like you're from my Discord asking me stuff like that. He is only a vessel for our God. Grayson, thank you for coming to my rescue here with the butt question, the butt review. Beanser. Like I said, you sound like you're coming from my Discord. That's all these guys think about. Yeah, editing. Yeah, you can't edit anything. It's all got to be live. Now, when we did Will Neff and Emeru, they went out and got some Sonic. Now, they actually got clips of them doing Sneakadoodle Bites and played them. And I could do something like that and do the temperature test, in real time and do a Sneakadoodle Bite and then play it, play it a picture on picture. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not sure how easy that would work if you were doing a collab, because I'm actually a picture on picture and somebody else's picture on picture. I'm not really sure how that would work. I'd have to, whoever's hosting it, I would have to give them the clips. That's how that would work. So it's not as easy as you think. You're not just going in and collabing. I mean, I would love to just come in and say, hey, dude, what's happening? And ask them how in the world they eat in a virtual world. Because it seemed like you get pretty hungry being a VTuber. Hey, my husband's family from Rome. We will have to take your Rex when we're come through from Chattanooga. Now in Tyrone, North Carolina. Oh, there's some good food in North Carolina. Anyway, Beanser, don't make me put you in. Oh, yeah. Oh, my sister's here, Beanser, man. You'll be on the outside looking in a minute, because I'm usually pretty tolerant of that. I don't really take it. I don't like take it to heart, but she does. She will like whack you, dude. Yeah. Hold on a second here. I've got something going on in my... Excuse me. Sorry for the delay. I don't know what happened to that. Anyway, it was that link to that streamer. So I could remember what it was and keep it. Anyway, that's be interesting. Hey, everybody. Oh, 90 people in here? Am I getting raided again? Y'all just don't want me to leave, do you? My goodness. Anyway, what do we got here? Mint. I meant it, Joe. Toxic Duck. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say so. Beanser, I know you didn't really mean anything by it. You were trying to make a joke. Mr. No Name, Joe radiates chemicals that react with our brain to give us happy memories. Wow, that is a very nice thing you said, Mr. No Name. I am touched in my heart. My goodness. Is TwitchCon over or something? Is that why I got 90 people showed up? I mean, I've had it's been empty. Okay, what do we got here? Mr. No Name. Okay, here we go. More crispy. What was your first kiss like? I mean, who? I mean, my first girlfriend kiss? It was weird, man. And then I got busted, and I ran. I panicked and ran. That's a true story, by the way. That was I was 14 years old. My sister doesn't know about that too, so I don't want to say it in the channel. So don't listen. That's what it is. Will Neff just ended. So I got Will Neff. Will Neff. Oh, no, that's good. So Will Neff's stream just ended. So maybe that's where the people came from, because Neff are my people. Anyway, yeah, gross not listening. No, I remember her name and everything, and actually I've seen her about 25 years ago. I don't want to say her name because she's probably, she's not watching this, but I don't want to say her name. I'm weird about that. Oh, and do you happen to be named Dougal? Oh, he's Chad. Call me Chad is asking you a question, Owen. Grayson, how are you? Would I ever have 1,000,000 beers or food nirvana for a day? Oh, food nirvana. I don't drink. 1,000,000 beers, yeah, of course you do. Your name, Riker. How are you? Shout out to Riker. Thank you for loving my reviews. I appreciate y'all. What, Joe, beans, or what do I cook? Not a lot. I eat a lot of salad and a lot of cold cuts and not much of that. Mostly been salads lately. I'm trying to, and like I'll be lazy. I'll get some chicken noodle soup, some Campbell's chicken noodle soup, and I'll put a bunch of rice in it. And that's pretty damn good. That'll fill me up. I don't have to eat for a day. Anyway, what else we got going on over here? Anybody got anything more they want to tell me? Will Neff. Will Neff. Yeah. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of people here, and I lost my notes of the different things. I mean, I'm not going to go over everything I talked about in the beginning of the video. And do I know Joe Bart? Absolutely, I know Joe Bart. We're working on doing a collab here shortly. Somewhere in the next 1 to 3 weeks, for sure. Yep. Do a 24-hour vlog. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean with a camera and stuff? I don't know. What's my favorite movie? I don't really have a favorite movie. I like war movies. I liked Fury real well. I just watched all the Star Wars movies all over again. And I really like the newer ones, the Walt Disney ones, strangely as it is. I just watched them all. Because I just decided I'm not making a video all week. I'm going to sit down and I am going to binge watch Star Wars and get that story straight in my head, how the whole thing works. Because, they're all released out of order. Weird. Bone Apple, how are you tonight? Osaka, thank you for coming into the stream. Lewis _, how are you? JoJo collab, that's what it's going to be. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're just trying to figure out what food that's close to him. Lewis _ thank you very much for your subscription. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Sweet. First time chat. Batcha Bazooka? Did I get that right? Batcha Bazooka? I think I did, actually. Thank you for coming to my stream. Sweet. Anyway. Liz, are you going to be up for a while? I don't know exactly when I'm going to stop. I should stop pretty soon. Maybe I'll go on for another, what is it? Maybe I'll go on to 9:45 or so. Is that all right with you? I can give you a call when I'm done since you won't answer my phone all week. And you wouldn't. Anyway, Beanser's a good guy. He didn't mean nothing by it. Don't whack him, Liz. That is true. Have you answered the phone this last week? Did you? Did you answer the phone? No, you wait about 3 hours and text me back and say you didn't answer the phone. What Beanser did was hearsay. That's true. It's hearsay. Hearsay. Sweet. But anyway, yeah. I don't know how many people were here in the beginning or not. You're at Burger King, and what's my favorite Burger King item? Well, I'm going to go with the fake onion rings. That would be my... and make a Whopper fresh. Fresh, I mean, cook the burger to order. I would be okay with that. But you have to ask them to do that specifically and watch them to make sure they do. But I don't know why I like those fake onion rings, but I sure do. A fresh, real Whopper. And tell them to leave the fake taste off of it. Yeah, that's what you do. They're asking me, he's at Burger King and he wants me to know what to order. Don't get a fake Whopper. Not a fake Whopper. Make them cook it to order. Say, Joe is hungry. Hold up the phone. Says to cook mine to order. Yeah, while I'm streaming, no less. I'll say it. Cook this man's Whopper to order. Don't just assemble it, but cook that meat on that grill right now. And it's not, yeah, and leave the fake flame flavor off. Thank you. Play that back to him. See if that helps you out. Or tell me when you're ready and I'll do it. Joe is watching. Hey, how are you doing? What's your fast food? What's your to-go fast food right now? Culver's. Culver's, easy question. Y'all are asking these super easy ones here. Do you dream a lot? 700. Now that is a strange question, but I will answer it. Yeah, I dream every time I go to sleep. I dream really weird dreams all the time. Sort of hybrid work, weird dreams I don't even like to talk about. Just weird dreams. Trey, do I ever get recognized by fast food employees when ordering? Yes, actually more than you would think. At least half the time. At least half the time. Taco Bell won't talk to me anymore because that's against their creator rules or whatever. You can get written up for talking to me, other than just saying normal stuff. Yeah, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to talk to content creators. I didn't know that. That's why that dude screwed my order up, because he was probably shaking in his boots because he got in trouble. I think he did. No name. Peace out, brother. I know you're leaving. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next live stream, probably next Saturday. I'll probably do it again. I don't see a reason not to. I just have to schedule my video around so I'm not editing when it's time to do my live stream. I have done Firehouse Subs beans like 5 or 6 times, and they have gone. They were good, and then they got sold out, and they're crap. Nothing good to say about Firehouse Subs, really. They're not there. Not the ones around here anywhere. Top 3 sodas. Diet Coke. Diet Pepsi, when I can't get Diet Coke. And Diet Mellow Yellow. There you go. That answer your question? Spike Mom, got your question for you. Yeah, I'm you leaving me, Miss White Noise? Jamaican Jerk? Yeah, there is that. Fox? Yeah, Mellow Yellow. I haven't drank it in years, but I like it. It's got like more caffeine than you should be allowed to have. What did I review? I reviewed Checkers. Y'all gotta see that do I need to play the video? Chipotle opinion, a failing chain. Let me tell you about Chipotle. I didn't even bring it up. I had my notes and I was going to talk about it. What happened to I lost my notes. Chipotle. Did you see the video on that? They shorted me on the meat, okay? I actually went out here, spent a half an hour with a pair of tweezers picking every little tiny microscopic piece of meat out of there and laid it out and took pictures of it and showed it in my video. It weighed 1.3 ounces. I've got a lot of comments from people who work at Chipotle and say that should have been 4 ounces. And then I've also had more than one comment, and I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, they shorted me they do it on purpose. Anyway, I've had more than one person message me and say, when you get it through the drive-thru, they're supposed to short you. You don't know if that's true or not, but I have more than one different person tell me that. Give them nothing extra when you go through the drive-through, and they get yelled at if they give anybody any more than they're exactly supposed to. And that tells me they're failing. The management, unless they get new management, they're failing because they don't understand basic food. And it's the same way in a grocery store. They don't understand the principles. You do not make your money on margin. Your percentage, like you're making like 8 or 10% on it, right? You do not make your money on that. You make it on volume. If you sell $1,000 worth of something and you're making 10% on it, you get $100, right? If you lower the price and get $9 and sell twice as much, you've made more money. They don't get it. That's how you do it. And when you have that kind of crap going on in a place like that, in a scoop station food, they're going to eventually fail. And that's probably because they've been bought out by some conglomerate that is dictating how they do stuff. And they'd hired a bunch of people in there that don't understand basic principles of business. It just, gets on my nerves. And then I believe it. Because you don't want to, you hear people say, well, we're supposed to short people. You kind of take that with a grain of salt because they could just be somebody mad or just somebody trying to sucker you and give you bad information. But I've heard that several times from different people, and it could very well, there's an element of truth. I worked in a grocery store before I was a nurse. I worked 13 years in a grocery store. I was a meat cutter. I worked at a place, some of you may even remember this if you're old enough, Piggly Wiggly. Anybody heard of Piggly Wiggly? It used to be a fairly big chain. Piggly Wiggly was one of the nastiest, dirtiest meat departments I've ever worked in. They didn't clean their equipment because they didn't want to spend $50 on the soap. You just sprayed it down with hot water. That was cleaning it in their book. That's how they operated. They were disgusting. Anyway, when they would run turkeys on sale, they would actually tell us. This was district area guys coming around. This wasn't just my local guy trying to get his profit margin. They come around and tell us to short weight them. Don't set the tear on the scales. You know how I set the tear on the scales? I take off for the packaging. In other words, I set the tear on the scales. You are not allowed to charge people for the packaging. You have to take off for the tear on that. And there was so much for the packaging. No, they would short weight it. They did. That was routine, and they got away with it too. I don't know how weights and measures did not ever bust them. That was that was outside of Augusta. I think either somebody's related to somebody or somebody was crooked. But yeah. And then when I hear that about Chipotle, I'm like, that's a little far-fetched, but that actually isn't so far-fetched that they would do something like that. I mean, look at the meat they gave me that. Give me a break. Just because I'm out the window, you think I'm not going to notice that when I eat half of it and I didn't even hit meat yet? That irritates the living crap out of me. Yeah, I should have gave him a lower score. This is the end of every video. I should have gave him a lower score. Damn it. But I can't change it because it's in there and I'm out driving all the way out to the studio, firing up all the cameras and blasting somebody else. No, it was less than 5. They're on their way to the pits and depths of fast food hell. Chipotle, that's you. Anyway, I'm over my rant. Sorry. Let me read through the questions. I went off on a rant. Olive Garden used to make us weigh the salads on a scale before packing. The manager would tell you about the margins. He caught you if you were not using the scale. Piggly Wiggly, yeah. That's just dumb. That is dumb. I learned the basic principles. When you were cutting meat in a grocery store, okay, they say, well, don't trim all the fat off. We got to make money. We got to keep our profit margin up to 30%. Don't trim all the fat off. No, I get over the guy who really taught me well how to cut meat. This was in Tucson, Arizona. Bob Mahias, good guy. He says, you trim it down, make it look pretty, cut the fat off. You're not going to make as much, but you're going to make it in volume because people are going to know that your stuff looks good and they're going to come here instead of everywhere else and you're going to do more volume. So in the end of the day, you're going to make more money even though you got it's slightly less of a margin. That's what I mean. It's not under margins, it's volume. God. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's different between going to college and getting a G. No, that's a bad analogy, because I know some people that are very brilliant, never been to college. I mean, yeah, it just, what are you thinking? Anyway, Chipotle. I got off on a rant and they asked me about Chipotle. Yeah, I mean, this is what I deal with. That's why I get mad in my videos when I see this kind of stuff. And I didn't really realize how bad it was when I was shooting the video. That's why you didn't see a lot of I didn't really get mad in the video. I was actually editing the video that night. And then, because I had not taken it apart, and I still had one intact I had not even touched. And I'm like, my wife, she says, there isn't much meat in that thing. And I'm like, there sure wasn't. And because I didn't take it all the way apart, because it's like this big thing. How do you dissect that? So I stopped 11 o'clock at night. I came out here, set up a tray, and with a pair of tweezers and a knife, and slowly picked every single piece of meat out there, then came back and put that in the video and weighed it. 1.3 ounces. Give me a break. And it wasn't even good. I mean, you could pick a little piece out and it was tough. No taste. I'll shut up. Let me go on for another question. Yeah, Chipotle, they just don't, it's bad management. The people working there, it's not their fault. They're just kids that are trying to do what they're told to do by somebody that doesn't have a brain. And I feel bad for them. I mean, they're really nice to me, and I was there. They were never bad, but how do you look me in the eye and screw me so bad? I don't know. Do you ever get to try lemonade from Panera? I've never have tried it. It was killing people. No, I think they recalled that, didn't they? I heard about that. Birdshot, how are you doing? Because Chipotle has been shrinking protein steadily since 2002. They're going to shrink their stuff right out of business. Piggly Wiggly, there's still a few around, but the chain itself is pretty much dead. There was one in Calhoun, a hype train time in TikTok or Twitch. Oh, did I say that? Ooh, I'm in trouble. Anyway, gifted 5. Thank you. Yeehaw. Thank you for the subs. Wow, 5 tier 1 subs for the Joe is Hungry. That is very nice. That is cool. I have got 122 people in Twitch. I am like famous. Oh my God. Wow. Anyway, onward with Piggly. We used to have one in Calhoun and they're gone now. What's your go-to at Culver's? Oh, I just get their Butterburger, deluxe Butterburger double. That's what I go to. Or their chicken. I mean, their chicken is second to none. Their chicken's great. Everything they got, I don't really have a problem. The only thing that I don't like there is that Curder Burger. I don't know if they still have it on the menu or not. That thing was gross. It's like this big hunk of cheese. I reviewed it, man. It was like you kind of like start sagging and running away. This big hunk of cheese. I'm like, what in the world were they thinking with this? What's the review on the Checkers? I gave it what did I give Checkers? 6, 7? You missed it in the beginning of the video. I did a reheat. So you have to watch the beginning of you have to watch the VOD for that. But I appreciate it, TikTok. I didn't mean to say TikTok. I don't want to go to Twitch hell for that. And back to the original question: have y'all seen the video that y'all have seen? If you're Will Neff people, you've seen the. Has Will Neff watched my video yet? The last one I just did, the Checkers. Should I play it? Should I play the Checkers in its entirety? Whataburger Cookout. Oh, question. Let me do. Do you like Dave's? I don't have a Dave's Hot Chicken enough to try it. Have you ever tried Whataburger? I've done 4 reviews on Whataburger, and I've just got lukewarm products, so they haven't done as good as I thought they do. I really expected a lot more from Whataburger. It's not a volume problem. There's something wrong in the way they're making it. So even though if they're cooking it to order, it's getting out to me, and it's almost failing the temperature test, and I don't know what that's about. And that's been consistent every time I've gone down there to Kennesaw. Beans, or what is Joe? Are you and Joe Bart, or is this or am I going to Joe Bart? I assume I'm going to Joe Bart. I don't know. I assume he knows how to do the live stream, so I'll probably refer to him since, so I don't screw it up, because I've never really live streamed to me, and I use OBS, and I'm only a limited understanding of OBS. Whataburger, In-N-Out, Cook Out Rank. I think In-N-Out's going to beat Whataburger, because Whataburger is just not up to par, because it got bought out by another management group. Yeah, Whataburger. Yes, I don't think so. Anyway, back to this. Chick-fil-A pimento sandwich. I reviewed that about a year ago. The one with the honey pimento. Yeah, I reviewed that about a year ago. I didn't really give it a good score. Didn't like it that well. It leaked honey all over my lap in the car, and that just really is you get off on the wrong foot because you know what, they come in the containers, and then they put the containers in your bag sideways, so all the honey runs out of the Chick-fil-A thing through the bottom of the bag all over my pants. So me and Chick-fil-A, and I'm a Chick-fil-A groupie here. I mean, I tell you, they are the gold standard for chicken sandwiches. But Chick-fil-A, we got off on the wrong foot that day. They did not get a great score on that. I can't remember exactly what I gave them, but yeah, it didn't have a really good flavor. The honey, you could have kept that. They just need to stick. Chick-fil-A needs to follow the basic rules. Do what you do well. Keep it simple. Don't add a lot of stuff. Y'all are Twitch. Hey guys, there is a new player coming to town. That's going to be here. I don't know exactly when, but I know it's coming to Northwest Atlanta. Have y'all heard of little sliders? Small sliders. Have you ever heard of that? This is something that's coming to Atlanta area. It's not here yet, but you can see the menu. I've showed it in the very beginning of the stream, and like the menu, we can slide down here, and this is all that's on the menu. You got sliders, you have waffle fries that are seasoned, and a drink, and you can get bacon. That's it. There's no chicken, no nothing. I don't think so anyway. No, there's not. That is it. They're in containers. They used about 40-foot containers like you carry things in, and they look good. I think they got it. You see, Chick-fil-A, all the other chains out there need to take a lesson off of these guys. Keep it simple. You don't have to train your staff. All they got to do is know how to make those little burgers and drop fries. That's it. Nothing else. And you don't dine in, but they're really interesting. You need to look those up. Beanzer's back. Hey. White Castle-esque. Yes, very much like that White Castle. I have high hopes for these. I really did like the looks of that. I don't know, I hate to show things twice, because I know probably all of you are fresh here. With what's going on. So it's coming to Michigan. It's also coming to Northwest Atlanta. They're going to be everywhere. I think they're going to explode. And I don't know how much they cost. I didn't see the price on the menus or anything like that. I haven't looked that up yet. I don't know if they have an app that I can actually fry on them. No, I think Chick-fil-A's fries. Do you think Chick-fil-A needs seasoned waffle fries? No, I think they're just fine the way they are. I'd leave them the way they are. Cook them in the same oil you cook the chicken. They're just great. But all these little things like the pimento honey Chick-fil-A, give me a break. Those things, they sucked. I didn't like them. They did not go sub 5 because they weren't that bad, but they got honey on my car seat and my pants, and I can't get over that. I hate to clean honey out of my car. Hate to. Anyway, yeah, use shipping containers for the restaurants. Those I don't know about. We get Savvy Sliders in Detroit area. They're awesome. I bet they are. We just don't get a lot of sliders down here in the South. All we got is Crystal, and frankly, it's garbage. And it never has been great, but it's turned to garbage now. Yeah. I don't even eat there anymore. I don't eat a lot of fast food anyway. Birdshot moved to Houston from Los Angeles County. People that compared Whataburger to In-N-Out are drinking their own bathwater. Oh, Birdshot. Oh, score. I like that. I'll use that. I'm going to steal that in a video. That is wonderful. Wow. Oh, thank you. Oily doubloons. Double doubloons. Thank you. Finally, somebody noticed I got my hair cut. It was 2 days ago. I am so happy with it. It is not bushy right here. It looks grayer to me on camera. It looks gray. Of course, my hair is jet black. You do know that, right? That's just the lighting, right? That's what I tell myself. Anyway, I've been going to Great Clips, right? I've got my haircut at Great Clips a couple times up in Cartersville, and I was liking the haircut. It was because I was getting here in getting your hair cut, okay? Anybody out there cut hair? Tell me something. If you cut the same person hair over and over and over and over again, do you like slack up or something? I mean, it just doesn't seem like your hair is, you know, because I had the same person cut my hair for years, and I just wasn't happy with it. So I go to Great Clips, and I'm like, wow, this is great. And then I got it cut there again, and it was still pretty good. But within a week, I'm gonna put my glass on because I fix my hair before I live stream and before I do my videos. I like put a little mousse on it because it stands up. I got a cowlick and it stands straight up. There's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, I do that, and but within a week or so, I was you put your glasses on and you got your sideburns are all bushy or bushy on the side there. And I tried to cut it off. I couldn't cut it off. Anyway, I go over to Great Clips this week, and I'm like, I call them up. I can't make an appointment. I'll just show up. It says, just show up. We're taking appointments. I go there, and the place is being remodeled, and it's all tore apart. I'm like, what the crap? So I go over to Calhoun, and then the network's down there, too. And then so I go in there, and the lady in there, she cuts my hair, and this is the best haircut I've probably had in 2 decades. Honestly. I love it. It didn't take her long. She knocked it out. So yeah, when you say that, I got really excited. Like, somebody noticed my hair. It is very important. I use in my older videos, my hair has looked like that. Now, in this video here, if you'll notice, my eyebrows were crazy because I don't trim my eyebrows. And they were all like mad scientists sticking up in the air. And I'm like, I am not going back out and reshooting that scene because my eyebrows are crazy. And I'm going to finish my edit because, you can sit there and you can take a week making a video if you're not careful. Anyway, enough on another tangent. What is the deal with that? What is the deal with that? You're getting your hair, if you get your hair cut in a new place, it always looks so much better. Like they take more time on it. They're going to keep you as a customer. And then they get lazy and get slack up. What's that about? I don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe y'all, have anybody experienced that? Anyway, enough. I keep going off on tangents. Something must be wrong with me. I have 147 people watching me in Twitch. Wow. Anyway, well, we got to raid somebody now, don't we? What's the deal with tangents? Yeah, Seinfeld music. What's the deal with I don't know. It just gets me thinking about stuff. I don't know. I'm doing good tonight. I think Saturday night is the night to be doing my streaming from now on. What do you think? I think so. I agree. Maybe a little later. I started at 7 o'clock and literally nobody was here. Yeah, I wish I could have my notes. I had show notes because I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to remember to say. And I don't know what I did with it. It was right here on my counter. Oh, there it is behind the scene. I want to see if there's anything that was interesting that the new people here. Mod Pizza. Mod Pizza's been bought out. It was going into bankruptcy. That shocked me because I love Mod Pizza. They cook their pizzas to order at an 800-degree oven. I love Mod Pizza, and I've talked about Mod Pizza, and they're having financial problems. What's that about? And then if anybody out there knows of BurgerFi, y'all heard of BurgerFi? And if you were here in the beginning and you hear this, I'm really sorry about that if I repeat myself. But there are a couple things that, because I do food. Every morning I get out of bed and I spend an hour on the computer doing food research, trying to find my next video and learning different things, reading different articles about stuff. And I find out things like BurgerFi is going into bankruptcy. And I think, if nobody buys them, I think they're gonna fail. And not the franchisees, but the company itself. What are the franchisees are supposed to do? How are they supposed to source their meat and stuff? I mean, wow. I always thought they were like top shelf burgers, and they are. Although I haven't done Mod, not Pieology, but Mod. Mod's the one that was skirting bankruptcy. But lost my train of thought. I've spawned again. You say I look happy and healthy. I feel happy and healthy. I've lost 21 pounds. I feel great. I am not working. I am retired. Within the last, it's just been 2-3 weeks ago. I retired in February. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I started feeling, wow, I don't have to go to work anymore. I can do whatever I want. Even if I want to sleep till noon, who cares? Whatever. Anyway. Back to Mod. It was I remember where I was at. I was still ranting about the BurgerFi. BurgerFi, I've done a couple reviews for BurgerFi, and I was gonna do another one because they came up with like a new burger, and I wanted to get the nutritional information on it because they're supposed to have that, right? So I message them on Instagram, hey, do you got the nutrition? No, we don't do that for limited time offers. I'm like, that pissed me off. I'm like, okay, I'm not reviewing your stuff. Screw you. Because if I can't get the nutritional, and you're big enough to have it, because if you got 20 or more, you have to have it. If 20 or less, you don't have to. And also, I want to stage something for, I got to redo Massey's Pizza again somehow. Anyway, I love Mod Pizza. It's killing me. Now, they're bought out by somebody else, and now because they were 85% owned by a company. They were company stored as 85%. The rest were franchises. So the new owner is going to expand the franchisees out and expand the company. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they won't compromise their standards. I kind of don't see how they can because of the way they operate and what they do. It'd be kind of hard. You can't cheap up on it because you get to pick your stuff, and then they make it. So, yeah. Anyway. Lunchy or Lunchables? I haven't had Lunchables in like decades. Anyway, Chris Kubrick, rest in peace, Red Lobster. Yeah, is Red Lobster still the thing? I think they're still alive, but I think they're going down the tubes too. Anyway, I'm still talking. Almost 3 hours. I have... 1 second. Let me clean up my desktop here a little bit. I've got something untoward going on my desktop, and I can't figure out what it is. Let me drop out of Discord, but I'm having I can't find it. Anyway, there it is. Okay, good. That's gone. I was hearing a noise and it was like distracting me. Anyway. Yeah, you can't go wrong with it, and they've got a good business model. That's what gets me. How could they be failing like that? What kind of mismanagement is going on to do that? Because I've not seen Mod Pizza sitting around with no business. I mean, maybe the one up on Georgia 400 and Highway 53. I was like the only 1 or 2 people in there, but I went in there in an odd time of day. It was like 2 and 3 in the afternoon. Because I would just, because I have a rental house and I have to drive past there. That's where I got a busy week this coming. I got 2 doctor's appointments on Tuesday. Those are my last 2 follow-up appointments. I'm done. There's no more of this workup and tests and x-rays and needles, and it's all done. Bojangles are churches. McDonald's or Burger King. McDonald's. They invented not cooking to order. Burger King brought it to a whole nother level. So McDonald's, at least they're upfront about it. Taco Bell or Del Taco? Well, that's a hard choice. Del Taco's been kind of falling on their face lately. That's a hard one. Del Taco or Taco Bell? 2 years ago, it'd have been Del Taco. Now, man, I don't know what to say about that. Taco Bell. I'll give Taco Bell the upper hand for the moment. Brandon, Hayden, good question, Hayden Hill. Appreciate it. What restaurant would you pick to have a limited time? What restaurant would you pick to have a limited time item you could choose? Culver's. February, limited time offer. Northwoods Walleye. Come on. I don't even have to think about that one. KFC or Popeyes? KFC. Taco Bell or... And you want to talk about Taco Bell and that giant Cheez-It? The giant Cheez-It, they brought it back again. You know, I have an opinion why. It's because they couldn't sell them. Now they got a warehouse full of damn big Cheez-It somewhere, and they got to get rid of it because their parent company, though I guess that's what they say in the chat, the parent company of, who makes Cheez-Its anyway? General Foods, who makes Cheez-Its? Anyway, the Cheez-It people got to get rid of those Cheez-Its, so they brought them back. I mean, in my opinion, from my observations, it was an abject failure, unless the tostada doesn't fall apart. Because I think, I'm actually considering going back there because I did the quesadilla, or the crunch wrap, and they put that thing in the crunch wrap, and it melts immediately and does nothing. It's terrible. I thought it'd be crunchy, like crunchy, crunch on the Cheez-It. That would be cool, but it wasn't. It sucked. They got a bad score. Anyway, Five Guys are in and out. Five Guys, Dunkin' or Starbucks, Domino's or Pizza Hut. But people are asking me who to choose from. Man, that's easy. I can do this all day. Five Guys or real Burger King. Give me a break. Five Guys, that's apples and oranges, man. That's not even a valid question. So anyway, and I discussed that in the beginning of the video. Yeah, the Cheez-It thing. So now they're running it again like it was successful and people are begging for it back. Give me a break, guys. No way. I don't believe that for a second. They just couldn't get rid of them. Anyway, a good brand collab was Doritos and Papa John's Papadilla. Agreed. I agree. That's Sunshine Melody. He said that when they put the Doritos and the thing, the cool Doritos, actually, that wasn't bad. I don't think I gave him a great score, but I reviewed that actually, and I'll go with you on that. Rugamap, I like the Cheez-It version. Our Taco Bell at least did it well. Well, are you talking about... I was thinking about doing the tostada because then you would actually have a Cheez-It instead of this orange mousse that's kind of gooshing around inside that crunch wrap. It wasn't really a crunch wrap. I mean, they've passed their temperature tests and everything. The candied bacon Whopper. I was not a big fan of the candied bacon Whopper. It's like Kellogg's owns Cheez-Its. Yeah, Kellogg's. There's stories about Kellogg's. I don't want to go into that. That gets too... That's a rabbit hole, Kellogg's. Anyway, there should be a crossover with Walmart and Taco Bell. Put Walmart chicken in Taco Bell taco. I don't know about that, oily doublings. Anyway, let me go over here. I'm getting hammered on... They're asking me the Chinese food. I love Chinese food. Like chicken egg foo young is my favorite dish, and egg rolls. I could eat that stuff until I just drop over. Shake Shack or Smash Burger? Honestly, I haven't ate either one, so I can't even answer that one. Hayden Hill, Subway or Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's. Spread them, Joe. Spread your cheese. No, man. I was just going good here, and y'all got to start being weird. Spread your cheeks, Joe. Yeah. Not funny. Anyway, Hayden Hill, Sonic, Checkers, or Crystal? I would go to Checkers to get their fry seasoned chicken strips, and I go to get Sonic to get the burger. Crystal? No, doesn't even count. Not even in the same ballpark. Jersey Mike's literally has everything else. Yeah, Jam's okay. Jam's makes some good, cooks on the grill, makes some good stuff that way. So Burger King and Burger King... I don't know. That kind of the greasy. It kind of confused me on that one. Hayden Hill, Papa John's or Little Caesars? Oh, Little Caesars. Buy Little Caesars. Come on. Joe Bartolozzi collab answered that question. I think on the 37th time I'm going to answer it again. Joe Bartolozzi will be happening sometime within the next 1 to 4 weeks. I am in contact with him. I'm trying to find something that both of us can review at the same time. He wants to go that route, so that's the way we're going to go. Anyway. Okay, what else we got? What makes Northwoods Walleye so good at Culver's? I did 2 videos on it, and both of them scored 9.0. It is big. It tastes good. What makes it good, I didn't get any bones in the walleye, is it has a fish flavor to it, but it's not too fishy. Like if you get their North Atlantic cod, to me, has almost zero flavor. And the breading on the Northwoods Walleye was so fragile, it just like crumble. It was very crispy, and it was very fragile. It just melted in your mouth, and they toasted and buttered the bun perfectly. Not that much ingredients on there. It was wonderful. And then, like, if you saw it, literally the fillet hung off the sandwich, both ends that far. But go back and watch my last Northwoods Walleye video. That'll tell the tale. Pseudo something. Lewis _ It's me. It is me for Checkers chicken wings are amazing. Checkers, yeah, the chicken strips, fry seasoned chicken strips are amazing. I'll tell you what I had a big riff with the Checkers I just did. We're back on good grounds again. But what they did is I went there in the afternoon and they redropped my fry seasoned chicken strips. And you couldn't hardly bite him apart. I was livid. I didn't say anything to him. I've not had fried cheesies. I have not had fry seasoned chicken strips at Checkers since then. No more. That just turned me off. That just upset me. You need mods to ban some of the psychopaths that show up. Yeah, I got a mod. That's on. There's a mod bot in Twitch that Will Neff donated to me. His guy did. Whataburger, In and Out. I haven't had Jollibee yet, so I can't have an opinion on it. But I was going to say something. Yeah. But I was talking about mods in. My sister is actually moderating the YouTube thing there, and they're really not that bad. Every once in a while, someone will say something that's kind of like stupid, silly. Thought they were funny, and it just really didn't. But most people come in here are pretty nice to me, really. I mean, it's surprising. I don't get trolled too much. Hayden, Nanzo's or Zaxby's? Zaxby's, Jollibee opinion. Don't have one. Hadn't been there. Already answered that. Total Joker. Would you review food of his? You could review a food of his choice. Yeah, but I want to be able to get it and get it fresh too. So I want it's got to be something simple, like a thin crust pizza from Little Caesars. It doesn't cost a lot. He doesn't have to drive all the way across town. It doesn't hurt it. If it sits around an hour or so, it's not going to destroy it. Like we couldn't do a lot of the burger places like Culver's. The Culver's, they hold up relatively well, but not that well. You know what I'm saying. Drums or flats? Flats. Wow. Is this like... People are really very unrude to me. I mean, really. I've not had Pyology, so I can't, but I love Mod Pizza. They're like asking me this versus that, like over and over and over again. I can answer those. I can do those all day. Flats, easy, bro. I'm curious. Hooters or Twin Peaks? Haven't had either one. And I've never been to Hooters. Never been to Hooters. Just never been to Hooters. I guess their chicken wings are pretty good. Never been to Twin Peaks either. So, yep, can't answer that one. Time Traveler 101. Is there a difference between Checkers and Rallies? No, they're pretty much the same thing. I've had them both. None that I can tell. And they're also dependent on management and whoever the franchisee that has them. There's a Rallies up here in Tennessee when I go up to see my people in Ohio that I would not eat at. You're risking your health by eating there. If I go to the Checkers over here in Cartersville, and you're good to go. I've been 3 hours and 4 minutes. My sister is probably ready to reach through the phone and choke me to death. But that's all right, because I got people here. Ever had Blaze Pizza? No, I don't have one close enough. I want to, because they're supposed to be kind of like Mod Pizza, and I didn't know that until I saw the video that compared Mod Pizza versus Blade Pizza on the Company Man. Y'all watch Company Man on YouTube. I do. I follow him. Anyway, that was easy. Flats. Okay, Total Joker's asking me the same one about the million beers or a billion beers. I wouldn't, neither one. Don't drink. Don't care. It's just like mod, yeah. So I'll have to look around and see if there's a blaze. I don't think there's a blade within reasonable distance to me. I would do this versus that, but he already did it. Yeah, they're probably both pretty good. It's all about the deck oven. That's the deck oven that we're talking about. And they cooking on I mean, conveyor oven pizza is a class of its own. Never going to see anything up in the eights on conveyor oven pizza. Marco's Pizza, prime example. I love Marco's Pizza. I love the people that work there. But it's conveyor oven pizza. They're never going to get up in the nines. It's just not possible. With one exception, and I'm going to try that out very soon. I was going to do that today, but I went to the grocery store and I had a bunch of frozen food in the back of my trunk, and I needed to come home. I was planning on going to Marco's Pizza. They have an Italian sub. I was going to get it and modify it slightly so it's kind of like the Great Guido sub at Massey's Pizza and see how it's shaped up. And I'm betting it's going to be pretty good. I'm betting that's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to be trying that. I might actually... I have an inkling of maybe doing a video out of that. But I like to do standard menu items. I don't like to modify them to how I like them and then review them, because this really doesn't help anybody. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know what's going on with Mod Pizza. Why they would be having problems. It's just a total mystery to me that they're fighting. I talked about in the very beginning of the video, I talked about Arby's and burgers because they had this tailgate burger deal. I wouldn't get a hamburger at Arby's for nothing. I'll probably never review a burger at Arby's again. They don't have a grill. How do you think they're cooking those things? They're sous vide. If you don't know what sous vide is, it's pre-cooking it, partial cooked, heating it up in a bag in hot water. They take it, they cut it out of the bag, they drop it in the deep fryer, and it doesn't cook all the way to the center. No way am I going to eat at Arby's a burger. So yeah, if you didn't know that, don't do it. Arby's, just stick to your roast beef. Take a lesson from these guys, the small sliders. Get the message. I think they get it. Anyway, good idea. Yeah, Arby's is on its way out. I am old enough to remember when Arby's actually sliced the roast beef, and a chunk of roast beef, not the chopped, pressed, sliced roast beef like they do now. That's the reason I first got mad at them the very first time, because they did that. If Joe Bart meets you, he's going to meet Shadow Joe. No, Shadow Joe is not allowed to come to a collab. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to see Shadow Joe and Joe Bart get together, but I don't trust him. I don't trust Shadow Joe to act right. He's going to embarrass me. I'm going to be embarrassed. It is. Hayden Hill, Smoothie King, Jumbo Juice, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Broccoli Studios, Adichie are teaming up with him. I know they are. They're plotting against me. They want to have me killed and take my channel. I know it. He's talking about, Green Broccoli's talking about some characters that are in another realm. Marty Party. Can I be on the birthday list? Marty Party. Go to my information page on my YouTube, on this one, on the in the description below. And there's you have to put in through my YouTube channel and read the rules. That's same for Twitch people. Just go to my YouTube channel, to any of my YouTube videos made in the last year. And if you need a birthday shout out, that's how you put them in there. Just so you know. I'm just telling you. I've heard of Rax, never had it though. Rax has been around for a long, long time. They're mainly up in the north. They're not down here in the south. And if I've been there, I can't even remember what it's like. It's been so long ago. I think I have when I was like a little kid. Wish I was a little kid again. Anyway, what else we got? Hayden Hill. Okay, this same question, different words, same time. If you could eat only one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Massey's Pizza. Grayson White. Joe versus Gordon Ramsay on a desert island. Who wins? Oh, Gordon Ramsay would kick my ass. He'd kick my ass. He'd outcook me, and then he'd kick my ass. Pile of piss. I said your name out loud. Pile, how are you? just sitting here screwing around, and my sister's probably ready to come through the phone and choke me out. I have been streaming for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Probably going to drop off here in a little bit because it's getting late. Wife's probably going to think somebody's kidnapped me or something. Yeah, I have streamed that long once, but it was on TikTok, and I was like a basket case by the time I was done because I started hungry. Hayden Hill, if I could recommend a place, and if somebody's been in Atlanta, and I would tell you to go to, because you can go any time of day or night, Marietta Diner, place to go. Shouldn't miss it. Open 24/7, busy 24/7. Always go there. Not cheap, not exceedingly expensive. 2 people can get out of there for about $70, but they give you a lot of food, and you won't be able to eat it all. Thanks for taking it home. Hey guys. Anyway, I don't know if there's. I thought they were still in. I thought Rax was still a thing, but I think they're on their way out. D-Hup, thank you for coming here. Anyway, that's where I would go. Go there. Yeah, it's a new record now. No, wait a second. I think I ran a TikTok because I TikTok midweek once just for the fun of it, and I think I ran 4 hours. I was a basket case after that. I couldn't talk. I was just like just blank space. Yeah, I get worked up. They get me talking about stuff here because I had show notes because, I do a lot of research midweek when I'm getting ready for a video, and I read all these articles, and I'm like, well, this would be interesting to know. We didn't know Mod Pizza was like nearly out of here. The BurgerFi was on making it a big death spiral. Marco's Pizza. I was thinking about doing Marco's Pizza again, but I didn't do it because I just did Marco's Pizza 2 back-to-back. I didn't want to do 3 back-to-back. They had the triple pepperoni pizza, which sounds pretty good to me, but I would want a thin crust. I don't like regular crust Marco's. I just not sure I would be that crazy about it, but I considered doing it, but I just did them. I was going to do Einstein's maple egg sandwich, which I think nobody would be interested in at all. I thought they were up north of me where I could get to them in Dalton, Georgia, but I had them mixed up with Schlotzsky's Deli in my head, and they're way down in Sandy Springs, and you would be driving through the worst traffic in the entire eastern United States if I went down there for a video that I personally don't think anybody cares about. I mean, Einstein's was, I was there at Einstein's. It was pretty busy, but I just think because the drive-thru was slow as dog crap. I did a review at Einstein's once down in Sandy Springs once. And I like to do videos that someone's actually going to want to watch. And let's see about that. Bridget, you asked, I talked about the Chick-fil-A pimento. I'll say something about that in a minute. I wanted to say some other stuff. Next week, there hadn't anything popped up yet. Domino's is coming out with a 4-cheese mac and cheese. The big question is, do I want to devote the resources, and it takes a bit to make these videos, to a mac and cheese at a pizza place? Is that really what I want to do? I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I that's kind of up there as a maybe if there's absolutely nothing else to do. Schlotzsky's, now they're in Dalton, and they got a new mac and cheese. I'm like, what's with the mac and cheese? Can we come up with something a little bit more imaginative? Come on, people. Jets is all the way down in Marietta down there. Jets is right where I go, would be right near Micro Center. And I was just at Micro Center, and every time I look, I was like, I need to do a review there. I've never been to Jets. Maybe I should. Bridget, I promised you I would say something about Chick-fil-A. I actually reviewed the Chick-fil-A pimento cheese. It's actually honey pimento. And it leaked all over my pants through the thing because they put them in sideways, and they nearly failed the temperature test. I'm a Chick-fil-A fanboy. I own it. I'm a Chick-fil-A fanboy. They're gold standard for chicken sandwiches. They invented it. But then they start doing this weird crap, and that I was not that happy with. Yeah, it tastes. I didn't think it was that great. Didn't think it was that great. Yeah, I've been to Dalton Schlotzsky's, and I was considering going there, but for mac and cheese, yeah, it's cheap. It would be a cheap video to make. You can buy your mac and cheese, temperature test it, throw it in the back of your car, carry it around for a month, and then finish your video. Yeah, there's that. But is anybody really going to care? That's the question. I want something people are really going to be interested in, and there isn't a lot to choose from. But Marietta Dina is amazing. Yes, hands down. And it has been for years and years and years. They did a Food Channel did a thing on them, and they got Food Channel photos pasted everywhere, and they're always busy. They got good wait staff. Vince Hoffman, I thank you for rating my videos so high. Pupkins, do you ever read Twitch chat? Yeah, I'm sitting right here reading it. I have Twitch chat, and there I just go back and forth, blah blah blah, like that. They don't ask as many questions. Twitch chat, Twitch is different. They tend to watch the show, and if it's not very interesting, they leave. And I can't blame them. TikTok is really weird because people come and go. Your average person is going to watch your TikTok live stream for 30 to about 45 seconds, and they're gone. So that's kind of interesting. I do that, though. Just because I have a TikTok channel, and they send me money in the mail, so I feel like I need to support them. There. Do you like me zoomed out or zoomed in? Anyway. Favorite place to eat in Savannah? I've not eaten anything in Savannah. I've been in Savannah in decades. Mac and cheese, burger, bacon burritos. Sounds good. Who makes that? Kubrick. I got my Buford burger right here. Nobody's getting it. Hayden Hill, are you going to do a review on food at Buc-ee's? I've done one at Buc-ee's. I've done their brisket beef. I thought it was a little bit high pricey for what it was. Not a huge fan of their barbecue sauce. It's a little bit on the sweet side for me. Needs a little bit more body. They're definitely in low 8 range, don't get me wrong, but they're no 9. They're not like Biggins barbecue. Biggins barbecue, yeah, is actually 9 range. Absolutely. Yeah, TikTok's like it, just different crowd. YouTube's a little different. They tend to ask a lot more questions, and I encourage Twitch to ask me questions. I like Twitch. I love Twitch. Twitch is nice. I mean, you got to be interesting, and they seem to like me go on rants. Although I'm kind of like, the only other thing out there that I almost went back to Panera this week to do their potato soup or their chili soup. That may be what I end up doing this week, but reheated soup. Nothing wrong with their soup. Their soup is, I like the taste of Panera's soup, except it's just reheated. You don't actually think those guys make that there. No way. They don't make anything there. Everything there is reheated. And that's the way it is. And do I want to? And it's overpriced, way overpriced. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see whether maybe something will pop up before then. It's the weekend. Maybe we'll see something. I want to get my video done, so I've had it posted by Friday, so I can stream on Saturday. That's the goal anyway. And maybe even 2. I can do 2, but that's a lot of work. I mean, you're talking a lot of work, a lot of sit down and editing. I've never had Slim Chickens. They don't have Slim Chickens. I don't know if that Slim Chickens, I think, is gas station food, isn't it? Most overpriced food. Freddy's is pretty overpriced, but they have good, high quality food. But I think as far as overpricing, we're going to be talking to Panera. They are like trying to squeeze every dime out of you they can. That's just the way it is. They do bake their own bread, and I do like Panera bread. So the only reason I would go there is to get the soup in a cup, rate the soup, and then eat the bread. That's the bread bowl. I like the bread bowl, but you can't really do that in the video because you pour it in a bread bowl, and the bread bowl is going to soak it all up. I would just like to put butter on the bread and eat it. That's what I do every time anyway. Is I get all the sides, I get bread, and then put some butter on it and eat it. Yeah, I do like that. What if you start a new series on value meals? Value meals, that's the problem with value meals. They're just the same thing. Here, let me, I got something I didn't even talk about in the beginning of the video, in the beginning of the live stream. I had somebody almost scammed me into, let me see, where was it? Where was it? Small slider, oh, mod. Wendy's. Okay, Wendy's, the crabby thing. I thought they were going to have like crab cake sandwiches or something. Somebody said, "We're going to get a crabby meal? You're going to get a crabby meal?" I'm like, they have a crabby meal at Wendy's. Hell yeah, I'm going to be doing it. I'm not going to miss something unique like that. Oh no. Joe, I was played into a fool on that one. I felt so stupid when I saw that. When I did the Wendy's, I looked up at Wendy's and did crabby. It's damn SpongeBob crabby. A burger. It's just almost not a whole lot better than what I just did. The T-Pain, come on. You naming a burger after a celebrity does not make it unique. Give me a break. Filet-O-Fish or McRib? Oh, Filet-O-Fish. $13 for a medium burger meal. Carl's or Hardee's is overpriced. I almost did Hardee's. And I did not do Hardee's because they almost all went out of business and they got another one back open up. And I was going to do their bacon burger, but I never got around to doing it. And I think it's off the menu now. But the next time they have a limited time offer, a new menu item, I'm going to be doing a Hardee's because I have one over in Adairsville that I want to go to. And hopefully that'll be all right. Yeah, TikTok. I wish TikTok would let me put my entire videos up there. I really do. I have to cut over half the video out just to put it on TikTok. I have to cut the bite test. You know, where the bite testing gauge, it's not even there. I cut it out. It's too big of a problem because if I have 2 songs in there, they're going to mute me. And you know, they just suck that way. I wish they'd make a Joe's Hungry meal. I would be famous. And everybody would love me. Anyway, yeah, I put them on there, and I tell everybody, that's what I do. You know what I do in my TikTok live stream? When I get 180 people in there, I say, go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Over and over and over again. I got a bunch of subs out of that, too. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, they're talking about the not Krusty Krab pizza. That's Simpsons. Square burgers are a gimmick. Yeah. that's the gimmick. It's just no. I'm not doing that. I actually thought that was the thing. I thought they had like crab meat. And I'm like, I usually don't eat shellfish, but I'd do that just because it's different. You say that the big corporations, all they do is care about profits. Well, they're supposed to do that, but sometimes the way they go about it is very short-sighted. It's like margin versus volume argument that I made a while ago. I'm getting hoarse. I need to drink my Diet Coke. I probably need to kill the stream here at some point. Is my sister still here? Tell me if you hadn't fallen asleep yet. If you do, I don't blame you. Do a dishwasher safe? That's a good question. New question. Do you watch any food reviewers on YouTube? Are you aware of I'm aware of a lot of food reviewers on YouTube. I don't watch them. I have watched a couple clips out of Review Bra. I love Review Bra. But there's a reason. One is because most of them, I don't enjoy them. Because I don't like to see people do their entire review in their car, take a bite. This is what it looks like with a big old nasty ass bite out of it. Chomp on their food and give it a score. And they're usually high because I don't know why they always give such high numbers. Second of all, it will skew the way I perceive the food that I'm reviewing. So if I watch them, it's going to throw my numbers off. It does every time. So as a policy, I watch none of them. I have a few people, I have younger guys that come to me and want to like, oh, I want to start a review channel, doing it out of their car, want advice from me. I say the first advice I give, pick another subject. It is saturated. You're going to have to do something that is different than everybody else does. That's what I do. I haven't really seen anybody meaningfully copy me yet because, well, there's a reason for that, because it's too much trouble, because it takes literally 2 solid days of work to make a 9-minute video. And videos for food reviews have a very short shelf life. So you're not going to get much ad revenue off of them. They're only going to be 8 or 9 minutes long tops. That's it. So don't do it. If you're doing this with any idea or any inkling of wanting to get monetized, or that's why you're doing it, think again. Mistake. But anyway, I haven't been on Mr. Tangent today, haven't I? Good gracious. All he did, guy, was ask me if I watch Review Bra. Yeah, I've watched Review Bra. He's one of the first people besides Casey Neistat that I watched. Anyway, do you watch Gary Eats from the UK? No, I do not. I haven't even heard of him. There's a lot of them I've never heard of. I just as a policy, I don't watch them, because if I watch one, then they'll get thrown back into my queue again, and then YouTube will think I want to watch them. I have looked at a couple of them. I've looked at, I run out of ideas. Sometimes I'll look and see what they're reviewing, because a lot of times they're just doing potato chips and stuff because there's nothing out there. So they feel like they have to produce volume, not quantity. I picked the low-hanging fruit. I picked the stuff that needs reviewed. So, yeah. Bearded in the channel, is he? I love Bird. Beard meets food. Yeah. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching. Yeah, Gardening, I don't know. Yeah, Gardening's still here. Hey, Pile's a long timer. Anyway, I was just clearing a couple questions. I'll go back over here in a second. You can't see which way I'm looking, but maybe I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on. I'll take a picture and you all can see. I'll put it on my YouTube channel. I'll take a picture of me streaming. This is a picture of me. There. I'll post that on the YouTube channel. I haven't actually kicked anybody out of YouTube or anything tonight. Wow. And now I got 166 people. You just don't want me to leave. You want me to stream until like 3 in the morning. And I'll be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll go on for a little bit longer. Yeah, you get me off on I have been like on Tangent City tonight. So I'm going to stream. Here's the plan. I'm going to plan on streaming every Saturday. And maybe even more if that works, if people come and watch. I don't want to do it if nobody's here. And I was trying to figure out a good workable way of reviewing something. Like I reviewed, most all of you did not see me. I did a reheat review of this Checkers burger. I had one left over, nuked it, and I gave it like a 5 something. What was it that I gave? A 5.5, 5.4? It wasn't that bad. I was expecting to be in the 4s. It got a 6.7 when it came right out of the drive-thru, if you wanted to know. I mean, I assume everybody's watched my last video, so there's really no point in me playing that. But, yeah. Anyway, let me see. Opinion on mukbang. Mukbang, I think, to me, just watch somebody sit there and gah, 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 like that is disgusting. I can't stand it. It just like makes my skin crawl. Anyway, Vince Hoffman, the reason why I watch you is you seem very professional. You also get to the point. Thank you, Vince. I try to get to the point. I speed talk through the first part of the videos as fast as I can talk without stumbling over my words, and still being able to understand them. That takes effort. I'm actually literally sweating by the time I'm done doing that. I run the temperature up in here because I get really worked up about it. But and it's scripted, so that's actually as far as shooting the video, that is the most demanding part right there, is the intro. And I want to get it done with. I don't want to waste your time, because I hate it when people waste my time in videos. I was trying, another tangent alert. I wanted to see if I could use my G7X Mark II to live stream with, so I could hook it to the setup and walk around and show you what I'm doing. So I looked at a review. I looked up YouTube, how to make a G7X live stream through OBS. Okay. I get the video and oh my God, I mean, like 8 minutes into the video and they still haven't even addressed it. They're still talking about how to run power to it without using a battery. Like I mean, duh, I know that my cameras work with the fake batteries. How do you think I live stream for 4 hours without my batteries crap in the bed? Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I went through 3 videos before them to get to the point, and basically all they said is, well, you got to use a capture card. I'm like, this thing has wireless capabilities. I wanted to be able to do it wirelessly. Thank you very much for telling me something I already knew and making me wait for it too. Oh, gets me, just tweaks me. Anyway, what else we got here? Time is running short, Green Broccoli. I'll be all right. Let me see. Let me catch a few questions here. Thank you very much, though, Vince. Hayden, what do you think of the controversy with Mr. Beast affecting the Mr. Beast Lunchables? Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber on YouTube. I reviewed his Mr. Beast burger. Got it through a little ghost kitchen up here. It was garbage. I feel sorry for him. I think he took to the cleaners. Other than that, I don't watch his videos. I don't find them very interesting at all. Apparently they do, but that just goes to show, if you're on YouTube, if they don't promote you, your channel's not doing shit. It's just not. So YouTube smiles upon him. They made him his biggest star, and that's fine. I don't begrudge him that. I'm not here to make money. I'm here because I like to make videos, and if you make videos, you like people to watch them, yada, 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 you know the story. I make a little ad revenue. It helps pay for everything. Sometimes people give me money, and they don't really need to, but it's very nice when they do. It's kind of like, that's sweet. And it goes toward a channel. It helps pay the electric bill here because, none of it's free. Some of this food I get, trying to stay on subject. I spent $56 on the video before this one, and I'll through ad revenue, I'll be surprised if I break even because they're not that popular. Anyway, Mr. Beast, the Lunchables, whatever, like the Mr. Beast meal at Zaxby's. No, only thing different about that meal at Zaxby's is they had one of these candy bars in there. Give me a break. I'm not wasting my time on something like that. Anyway, Beard Meets Food, good stuff. Interesting. I'm sure there are good food reviewers out there that are very interesting. I just don't. I think, the Time Traveler Reheat reviews, he said, would be awesome. Some food is good the next day and some is not. I had a series way back years ago when I first started where I did the morning after, and I had a whole separate review of the food the morning after when I nuked it and whether it held up well. I was thinking about bringing that back. I've had a number of people ask me to, and I was thinking, well, maybe if I just do that for live streams. And I did that in the beginning of the live stream. I heated up this burger, and yeah, it'll keep all right. I already kind of know the answer to that when I'm done with my review, depending on how much that burger changed from the time that Shadow Joe tasted it to the time that I did the Joe is Hungry bite test. Bite test, engage. When I do that number. So, anyway. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. It would be 2 reviews for the price of 1. That might be a good thing to do. I'm going to clear questions. Where are we at? We're at 10:30. God, I hate to go and there's 140 people watching me on Twitch because I love my Twitch people. They are, I get ad revenue from YouTube. People subscribe, but any revenue that comes from Twitch comes from the people giving me things, which is, I think is nice. It's not necessary. I get enough, but I just got 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you very much, ZRancid28. That's very nice. Yippee! Nice. I just hate to leave when there's that many people talking. That's why I get going. Yeah, all night stream. I mean, I'm retired. Who gives a crap whether I get to bed late or not? Sunday, I don't really have anything planned tomorrow. Probably do some video research. I've been to the grocery store today. Don't need to go. I'll probably go out and clean the fence row for a couple hours to get my cardio in. I'm probably going to wait till Wednesday. I mean, I could go to Athens and put my ceiling fans in my rental property and get that out of the way, because I've got 2 new ceiling fans sitting back. It's not going to be a bad install because the ceiling fans are already there. They just crap the bed. I need to put 2 new ceiling fans up in existing fixtures. So it shouldn't take me more than 3 hours to hang them, but it's the whole day is gone. And if I go in the middle of the week, then I won't have the tenant there. She's off somewhere else, and she won't be bothering me when I'm trying to work. But I appreciate the subs. I mean, wow. I mean, I have 140 people here. There are Twitch streamers that spend a year and have 6 people follow them. Twitch is really hard to break into. Anyway, I apologize if I miss questions. Let me Hayden ask me like a long question. Let me get that one, and if you can re-ask them again. Back to the cameras. The best desktop stream setup for Zoom calls for you is, in my opinion, the Canon mirrorless camera. I agree with you on that. I would very much like to replace all 3 of my DSLRs with 3 matching mirrorless Canon cameras. And I'm not sure about whether the lens, you can get an adapter, but will my lenses really do the same job, or do I have to buy all new lenses? You're talking about probably 10 grand investment to do that. Currently, I have my 90D is my main camera for streaming. I have a SL2, a Rebel 2. I can't stream with that. It won't give me a clean stream, and the SL3 does. But they work, There's no reason for me to have a DSLR. The only reason the DSLR is there is when you take snapshots, you can use the viewfinder. I don't use the viewfinder. I use a selfie screen just to make sure that the autofocus is on my face and that I'm in frame. I really don't need to see if it's in frame because OBS tells me that. But yeah, 168. See, they're just not going to let me go. I may have to get up and go pee. I may have to do that. But cow pow and broccoli beef is also fire from Panda. Interesting. I mean, I should go back to Panda and review them at some point. They're just scoop station food, much like Taco Bell and everybody else. That's just not saying it's bad. I mean, how can you have tacos and not be scoop station? It's going to be scoop station. Church tomorrow? No church tomorrow. Sleep in a little bit. There's some maintenance items I need to get around the house. You should do mega church reviews. I have done church reviews. Our church up the street has a sale where they sell barbecue every year. I reviewed them once. I actually gave them a legitimate review way back in the beginning. They only had like 7,000 subs then. And if they do it again we have 411 yard sale where they have 411. They have yard sales up and down 411 for like 125 miles. You lost audio. Testing. It must be you. It's not. Is the people got it? Okay. So it's not me. I thought Twitch had lost audio. That would be a shame. If I lose audio or something like that, I'll probably just quit. Yeah, there's nothing wrong here. Now, earlier on in my stream, I lost my upstream, and I'm hardwired to business Comcast internet over here. I have 40 megabits upstream, and I'm only doing dual streaming, and that only takes up 16. So yeah, it crapped out on me, and I didn't know what to do there for a minute. But yeah, I got 168 people there. I hate to go. What's the name of your mic? It's really good. My Shure mic. Do y'all want to hear my mic story? This is a here, I got to look at the back of it. Sorry if I make noise. Where is it is a V7 something. It's a USB mic. It's awesome. I bought this thing and it always acted a little quirky. I love this thing. And a few weeks ago, I was starting my live stream and micro USB plug on the back broke off and was rattling around on the inside of the thing, so it died on me. And I'm like, crap. It's only like, you know, I figured they wouldn't even honor their warranty. I sent it back to Shure. They had it 2 days, and I thought they were just going to give me a different one. I was hoping with a USB-C plug in it that's a lot more durable. But they sent it back to me, and they actually took it apart and soldered the plug back on. I'm like, wow, somebody actually fixes their own equipment. I mean, I could have done that if I had a soldering station and a skill level, but I don't. But I checked the screws. You could see the signature marks and stuff. The marks on the screws where they took the screws off and took it all back apart. So yeah, they fixed it, and it works better than it ever did. Sometimes they didn't want to recognize it and had to plug it in a couple times to make it work. But now this thing is like killer good. They have the other version where it has a big plug. It'll use its own mixer and stuff too. But this, to me, it sounds great, because I had to run a couple streams off. I have a condenser mic. I don't record my videos with this mic at all. I use I'll show it to you. My Rode condenser mic. I shoot my videos with that, and it sits up over my head. And I literally scream in my mic to that thing, and I think it sounds pretty good. This would not work. This is a dynamic mic, so it controls. So you don't hear near as much as my background noise. You probably have trouble hearing my because you know my notebook that I'm running this off of. It's a Razer notebook, and the cooling fan on it sounds like a small jet engine on there. You really can't hear it. It's not bad. So I really like it. But yeah, you were asking about that. So yeah, I can't just answer a simple question, can I? Church tomorrow. What do you got? You should come to the great state of Mississippi. I've been to the great state of Mississippi a number of times. My wife used to be in Galveston, Texas, doing a residency. The Canon R6 and the RF to 24 millimeter can be found used for $1,500. Hayden, send me that information. Email me that, because I'm interested. At some point, I am going to convert to them to mirrorless cameras, but it took me forever because these cameras are all set up manual. There's no automatic nothing in them except for autofocus, and I had to tweak. I have like a gazillion lights up here. I had to tweak them forever to get all of them even, so I don't have to correct anything in post when I'm editing. If you know anything about editing. What's been your favorite food review ever done? My favorite food review ever done was the Massey's Pizza review that my little thumbnail that you see was done on, and that's my favorite, because that took me 3 attempts to do that. Have you ever seen Black Hawk Down? Yes, one of my top tier movies. Black Hawk Down, one of the top 10 movies. I loved it. I'm on the edge of my question about one question. Bummer, my question got skipped. Obama back. Tell me what it is. What's your question? Oh, no. I see it. Do you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? No, don't even know what you're talking about. Sorry. What do you think about Joe Barlozzi? Good guy. We're going to have a live stream together, collab here coming up anywhere in the next 1 to 4 weeks. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to use, if that answers your question. What else? Tangents are a necessary quality of a Twitch streamer. Yeah. I think Will Neff is probably one of the better Twitch streamers I've seen. He's a very good MC. He's a very good master of ceremony and because I've come into his stream before if you've watched it, and he controls things really, really well, and I like him for that. And he's been kind to me. I just got to make sure I get Emaru's birthday in my Google Calendar so I don't forget it, because I can't forget that. Oh my God, it would be the end of the world. Oh, I think we're going to, it is now 10:38. I think we're going to give it to 3-minute count, and we're going to call it a night. I am tired. I'm losing my voice. I got to go to the bathroom. People are going off somewhere else. I'm kind of running out of tangents. It's not all Friday. 19. You know, I was going to watch All Quiet in the Western Front, but I like Fury. Watch Fury. I love Fury. I've watched it like 6 times. I'll probably go and watch it again tonight. Dishwasher Safe. I appreciate all you've done. I appreciate all the subs. First time chat, minimalist. First time in the stream, dude. I'm fixing to bail here in a few minutes. Thank you for coming. I'm going to be back here next Saturday, probably about 7 or 8 o'clock. Come and see me. Come in the stream. Same with YouTube. I want to have more people. The more people, the merrier. I mean, I enjoy the hell out of it. I like talking about stuff, and I take notes. I just got a scratch pad. When I'm doing my research, I go through stuff and I find it, and I'm like, wow. Now, I never knew about that. I never knew about the new slider place that's going everywhere. I'll be there, man, when that place opens. I cannot not be there. You know, this is a food review channel. I will probably have other food reviewers there when I'm trying to do it. Anyway, 10,000 bees. I love you too. I love all of you. Thank you for listening to me rant on for 3 hours and 46 minutes. I should go for a record and go for a full 4 hours, but I think my sister would probably strangle me through the phone. Even though she didn't answer the phone all week, I'm not mad, okay? I'm not mad. And I'll be calling you up in a few minutes. Do you like Kenny's Kitchen? I don't know who Kenny's Kitchen is. Anyway, yeah, I'm a war movie. I watched all the Star Wars, and I've kind of watched all those. But we will see you on my stream. Let me get all my stuff set up so I can end broadcast and all that. But I appreciate you all being here. It has been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to call this the end of the stream. This has been a very good stream. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm going to try and get some sort of a food element here on the next one and make it a little bit more special. Or maybe I'll save what the nasty leftovers from the old video and risk poisoning myself. I am hungry. I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to go to bed. First, I'm going to call my sister when I put all this stuff together. And back at you. Peace out, everybody.